Last session, you guys finished off the fight with the press rack, who had been waiting for Nora on her garage. After dealing with the last one of them, you woke one of them up, the same woman that Nora had faced off on the bridge over the processing station, that she had let go. She had returned here to her companions and interrogated her. You found several clues. One, Nora's car was obviously gone. Two, there was a strange piece of leather with a handwritten note on it. Leather or a vellum or something like that. With a handwritten note on it inside the garage. Signed by a grandma, whom you guys surmise was the leader of the press rack in this district, known colloquially as Grandma Carcass. She seemed to have addressed the note to someone called Hewitt that appeared to have given the press rack the tip about the bounty on Nora. And Grandma Carcass, just to ensure that this information from Hewitt was accurate, had decided to take the car as a sort of like insurance policy or backup or something of the sort. So with that information in hand, you started making plans as to whether you wanted to head down to the 5th level to the skin pits to try to retrieve the car, or go to speak to Duric of the society first, which was the one of the jobs that Levin Antonov had given you. You made your way to the Vandal on a 22nd mega block, about halfway across the district. You arrived there late at night and made your way up, where you met the bartender Sladana. You saw a variety of people. You noticed some powered armor figures, them kind of loitering there too in one of the corners of the bar, with the other patrons giving them a wide berth. You met your new favorite NPC, Keg, who told you about how he came to be Keg, Duric's best friend. Eventually, you made your way upstairs, where a massive, powerfully built cyborg woman, who I believe she didn't give you guys her name, but you presented, Alestina, you presented to her the token belonging to Levin. This beautifully crafted small brass coin with the symbol of the society on one side, the twin falchions flanking this, like seemingly this sphere or this planet split in two, and on the other side, what you could barely make out as the silhouette of a young woman that had been like mercilessly cut into and scratched off. With this token in hand, the cyborg said that she would keep it until you guys were done, and escorted you into Duric's office. Once inside the office, you came to this like baroquely decorated room, much like you would imagine like the quarters of an old sea captain would be. Red light bathing the room from a pair of like large windows that overlook this 26th level of Mega Block 22. Enormous towers like slowly spinning from underground mining operations that go all the way down to the base of the planet itself. And here you saw a couple of guards, a thin, frail-looking man in his late 40s, balding on top of the head, a big visor and like a large hook nose, holding what appears to be like a shirt and like a long jacket. And in the middle of the room, kneeling around like a place where luscious rugs and furs and stuff on the floor have been pushed to the side, you saw a blonde man, his face beaten to the point that he would not be recognizable even were you to know him, and standing in front of him, bloodied knuckles, as wide as he is tall, and like with this like wild beard, scars across his back, and the same tattoo of the BRS or the society symbol, Duric. he turns around as the cyborg kind of speaks and goes like, Duric, Levin's people here for an audience. And she kind of pulls up the token. Seems urgent. And he kind of goes like, right. I'll be with you in a second. And it turns around and you kind of watch the muscles. Like he's got like a thick like core, but also like massively wide and muscular shoulders. A crisscrossing of tattoos. And he looks down at this figure and goes like, "No, you know what that means, Varco. I got business to tend to, so you're out of time. I'm gonna ask you one last time. What did you tell the bitch?" The man goes like, "Duric, I swear I didn't say anything. I didn't. You had to believe me. You've got..." And Duric kind of like turns his jaw a little bit and goes like, "You know, I can't abide by lying." And it kind of turns around, and you see as he walks a little bit towards you guys, but off to the side, and he grabs a pipe, like a thick, like metal pipe from a small, like a chair, like a small table with like a few pieces of electronic paper and a long since dead like floral arrangement on it. And he drags it over. You see that one of the sides of the pipe is just kind of like bent and battered. It's been like hit against hard stuff multiple times. And he kind of like drags it over. He's so short that the pipe almost drags on the ground. But he remains imposing nonetheless. The man kind of like maybe looks in your direction a little bit, but it's hard to tell. As Duric kind of like puts a hand up and goes like, "Almost done here." And he hints at the others. There's two other figures, like large bruisers in medium armor, that a man and a woman are close in and hold this Varco person up by the shoulders and just pull him up a little bit and goes like, "One last time, Varco. Last chance. Which routes are still secure?" He goes like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I swear I don't know what you're talking about, Duric." And he goes like, "If you don't know, then you're no use to me, friend." Duric moves in so you don't see Varco. And he lifts the hand with the pipe on it. You all hear a short scream. Followed by this muffled sound, like something's being pushed into his mouth, and then a crack and a whimper. And the body goes limp.
Look this way.
Duric kind of cracks his neck, looks down and like puts his hands on his waist and goes like, "Take him out back." "No. Take him up front. Let the clientele see what happens to the people who betray their siblings for that bitch Quinn." The two nod and then they drag the body. You see the back of it. The head twisted at a weird angle as they drag into one of the other two doors that are in the room.
Did he say bitch Quinn or bitch Queen?
Bitch Queen.
Oh, okay.
Duric turns around and goes like, "I'm sorry you had to see that. I've been real stressed of late, and thought I was a friend, but..." You see his eyes water a little bit. "You gotta do what you gotta do." Sorry. I miss my jacket. He kind of like brings the jacket over. The other man kind of gives it to Duric and flings it over and goes like, "All right, so you're Levins. I don't know you. Usually Ada comes here, so what can I do for good Mr. Antonov that he would send some kids in the middle of the night?"
Yes, we're new members of Levs. I'm Val. And as you know, we represent his interests. There is a matter of business that we need to discuss.
He nods. Anyone give me an inside empathy check.
No.
Cricket. Okay, well, I'm gonna since it's a couple of you, I'm not gonna whisper you guys, but Jock and Cricket, as you watch as Duric kind of crosses his arms and nods, he starts walking backwards a little bit into the room towards the desk, but he still glances towards you. Jock and Cricket, you notice he's holding back tears. He kind of goes around and sits down on the other side of the desk and just kind of leans back a little bit. And he kind of like, "Come, take a seat." And he goes like, "All right, so I believe introductions are probably in order, right?"
Indeed. As I had mentioned before, I'm Val, Valeria Zanova, and this is the rest of our crew. And then Val will turn to them so each person can introduce themselves.
You see Duric opens a drawer and pulls like a tiny little visor, like little bifocals, and he puts them on and grabs the data pad and just starts writing with like one finger. Valeria Zanova.
Is he clacking with his nails?
No, they're short.
It's freaking nice.
Disappointing.
Please.
He kind of glances at the others, see if anyone else has a name.
I'm Yokok Atlason.
Atlason. Yeah. Scratches his chin a little bit. You don't work for us before, kid.
Me? No.
Kind of looks at this like thin man with like the visor and the crooked nose, and he just shakes his head and goes like, "Oh, all right. Just sorry. Name rang a bell."
Everyone looks at Yolk.
Okay.
Do you? No, I don't think so. Not unless you had dealings with the Crimson Heights.
He kind of goes like, I mean, we pay the fees when we have to move something. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Better dealing with them than the Void Preachers. But no.
But I don't remember having dealings with the Vandal or the Society. Not.
Go ahead.
Not directly.
He nods. He looks at the other guy, this like advisor guy that he seems to be called Amis. And Amis kind of goes like, he would have been too young, Duric. He was like, all right, sorry. Probably more than one Atlas in here, you know? Big district.
Yeah.
How about the others?
My name is Cricket, and I worked for Antonov, simply just a mechanic.
Kind of lifts like just like he has these like two protruding tusks and just he twists his head a little bit and his eyebrows like lift up and like, all right, standing here, mechanic. It's situation's getting weirder. And how about you two? And looks at Wyatt and Nora.
I'm Wyatt. Nice to meet you.
Keep it short, right? Nice to meet you.
I'll keep it short too. My name's Nora. Pleasure.
Hey, keep your head close to the chest then. A pleasure. Name's Duric Johan. I am the owner and manager of this fine establishment here. I do my job as a liaison for the society for their dealings in the 6th District, and I run protection for several of the illustrious businessmen here. Now, I take my job very seriously, as you've seen. Even when, when it's a friend, or someone you trust, and they stab you in the back, and you have to put a pipe down their throat and twist it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I also really like that pipe. Anyhow,
My condolences.
no, it's the cost of doing business, you know. Amos kind of speaks up. Duric, I know you're in the middle of business, but I do think, what should we tell your sister about Varco? And he goes like, oh, no, she'll understand. She knows
Oh
the
my
risk of
God.
marrying in the business.
No.
Amos kind of nods and goes like, I'll let you discuss whatever business Antonov had. And he kind of moves off, and he kind of like goes in down the same door that they took the body out and closed it behind him. And you're left just with Duric and the cyborg woman whose arms crossed standing by the door. But the door you guys used to come in. Duric is like, all right, so why does Levin Antonov send a you got the poise of a soldier to you, girl? So Merc,
That's right. Mercenary.
all right, mercenary, a Atlason, a mechanic, and 2 mystery people into my business at this time of night. Although it's the main time for business here, with his one and only token. Must be important. He kind of just starts grinning a little bit. Must be urgent.
I would say so, yes. From what he's told us, this does sound pretty serious. We are here regarding an agreement that the society has with Levin, one that he feels has been breached and should be brought to your attention.
He leans forward and steeples his hands in front of him, like this chair is probably very tall for him to just lean forward, because he's like real short. He's like 4 feet 2, you know, like. But he's
Kinda
almost
like
as
looking
wide.
down at him.
Yeah, like his still bloodied knuckles, like steeples, like he steeples his hat forward, and his expression goes a bit somber and goes like, as I said, we take my business very seriously. You're accusing us of a breach.
Oh, hold on.
You better have means to back that up, Missy.
I don't think we were accusing.
Val didn't mean to insinuate that you were involved or intentionally did this. We're more just looking for information.
We have some information to give as well.
Has any of you taken a seat? There's a bunch of like couches, and there's 2 chairs in front of the desk, or are you guys just kind of standing?
That's the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna go take a seat because I'm trying to hide my face a little bit.
Val is sitting as well.
Lion just leaning against the desk, I guess.
Yoke is hiding behind Cricket.
All right.
She is definitely standing.
Cricket's
Very
just kind of
still.
like standing there, very still. All right.
I scoot a little bit behind her, just every couple seconds. I adjust myself on the couch and move over.
Yeah. He strokes his chin and like,
Keep
all right. Well, I'll provide what information we can, and if there is some sort of breach of our contract or obligations, we will see it righted. But we also will ask to see proof of it.
Well, we actually think we might already know the rat that's on your ship. If that'd be worth anything to you.
Oh, Never mind. I'll bring it up in a bit if I need to.
Come on, Val.
To add on to what Wyatt had said, the issue that we have at hand is that Prizrak have been spotted in neutral territories and also in non-neutral territories as well. As you know, as part of the agreement, Prizrak are to stay out of the 6th District. But they've gone into the neutral scavenger tribes, and they've also come into 6th District as well. As Wyatt mentioned, we've found a source to actually be an individual that you might want to look into. In terms of proof, well, if you have connections to the local enforcers, I'm sure they will inform you that a couple of Prizraks have been booked close to a garage.
Yeah, the big guy snitched.
Alright. Just he puts a hand up. Give me just a second. And he pulls his data pad up and just kind of holds it up, looks at you guys and turns a little bit and goes like, Miss, yeah. Get Yoon on the holo, okay? Right away. Ask about some Prizrak deal. Just today, right? He kind of looks over.
That is correct.
Right. See if there's any Prizraks that might have popped up on the Reapers or something today. And any Prizraks have paid a dude to go do jobs up topside over in the Melia. Find that out for me. Kind of puts down. Prizraks can cross. They just need someone to vouch for them on their side, saying that they have a job that does not put the people we are protecting at risk.
Hold on a second. I think.
So you have a name?
I don't think they paid any dues to get up here. I say, leaning out from behind Cricket. I think they bribed one of.
It's Joker and Nora are both behind Cricket and just kind of peeking out between each shoulder, like behind his shoulder when they speak.
We
From
do
what
have a name.
they told us, they bribed, one of the elevator attendants.
The elevator crew, so... Alright, well, if you have a name, out with it.
How much is the information worth to you? We could use a little bit of help, so we'll scratch your back if you scratch ours.
Give me a diplomacy check, Wyatt.
And Wyatt, like, playing both sides here is ridiculous.
Wyatt's on Team Wyatt.
He ain't gonna give us any of it either.
Do I have any advantages? This isn't beguiling, right?
This is not in this case.
Okay. 2.
Alright. Duric stands up. He walks to a like on the right side of this huge window. There's what appears to be like a large like mahogany mini fridge that has like a bunch of like just cuts on the top, like, but almost like it's decorated that way, and they've been filled with gold, with like glasses and like bottles on top. He opens it and he pulls like a little ice bucket. He grabs some ice with his hands and just kind of drops it in a handful of glasses, and you guys see specks of blood still on the ice as it just kind of falls in the glasses. He pulls a like huge square bottle of whiskey and kind of like twists and goes like, "Who wants a drink?"
God damn.
Nora's sitting there with 2 mugs in her hand.
Yeah.
I could
Oh,
go for
we
that.
already.
I have to drive.
Thank you, bro.
Take a drink.
He narrows his eyes and he pours like, you take a drink?
Mm-mm.
No.
I take a drink of one of my 2
Oh, okay.
mugs.
Your 2 mugs.
But she's driving, so she won't drink.
Kind of like
We'll
scans
drink
through.
more.
He Joe and Nora say that he looks at Cricket and Val.
Val will say, "Sorry, not while on business."
I do not require liquid sustenance at this time, thank you.
Oh, I gotta make too. They make good friends. Don't betray
Yes.
often.
A mech.
We saw Keg down there. Good guy.
He goes like, I find that the best time to drink is while on business. Good way to sell deals too. And he pours 2 drinks and kind of closes it, and he walks over and slides one over the desk towards Wyatt. Wyatt, you see as the little flecks of blood kind of just like peel off the ice and just slowly dissolve into the whiskey.
Blood?
Yeah, his hands were bloody from just punching the shit out of the guy.
Oh, wait, I've been
And he
drinking.
used his hands to scoop the ice.
Drink that
Yeah.
hemoglobin up.
Actually, I've been drinking this whole time, haven't I? So I should get an advantage on charisma.
I was gonna say, yes, you do have an advantage. Also, give me an endurance check with fortitude,
Oh,
For drinking
okay,
blood?
Fine.
Oh, for alcohol.
or just drinking. Yeah.
To test against hepatitis.
We have filters for that in our bodies, so it's fine.
That's so gross.
Endurance and fortitude, just seven.
Yeah, because this would be like your second drink at least.
At least, yeah.
Crit fail. Crit
4.
fail.
All right. Yeah. He slides his drink. It's not like a lot of blood. It's like his hands were bloody as he scooped the ice out from the ice bucket. So like the ice is stained, and that kind of starts peeling off the ice into the whiskey itself once he pours it. He kind of like slides it towards you, and he kind of like brings up the glass, and he kind of takes a little sip and looks at you wide and goes like, "And this fancy man here speaks for all of you."
Unless he says something stupid.
That is fine with me, yes.
All right,
Val nods.
so, from what I understand, Antonov believes that they have a rat in my organization. He knows, or you at least know, the name, and you are asking what I am willing to offer if you remove it for me. Is that correct?
True. But I might have a suggestion as to what you could possibly help us with.
Narrows his eyes and takes another sip and puts the thing down. The datapad goes off, and he kind of like peeks at the datapad. I would say the only ones who are close enough to look at the datapad are Val, Cricket, and Wyatt. So if you guys want, you can give me perception checks to see what the little pop-up on the datapad was.
Oh, I'm perceiving.
You perceiving?
Nothing. Hold on.
Cricket, you can also give me a perception check with insight if you want. Nora and Jokuk are unfortunately behind Cricket.
Damn, Cricket.
Yeah, we ain't peeking.
Good job, guys.
Wyatt,
She just staring.
He
That's why.
he's very much holding, like, he's honing on you, Wyatt. So he's like pretty much staring you down a little bit, which is funny because he's so short, but he's also very imposing. You know, you get the sense that he could grab you and just snap you like a twig.
Probably so. Wouldn't be the first time, though.
So you're just kind of like holding the stare. Val, you just very quickly dart forward, and you have very quick. You're very quick to like become aware of your surroundings, so you can just very quickly glance at it and figure out what it is, and then look up. Cricket just like takes a step forward and looks down at the datapad, and reads the thing, and then takes a step back. She's like, she doesn't give a shit.
Probably can't see her eyes, so we'll just assume
That is true. Still the
there's
head.
nothing. It's just I'm going closer. He's probably thinking like, oh, the stupid mech.
Yeah. He seems to like mechs too.
Oh, good.
Mostly not.
Cricket and Val, you both read the same. There's a message first that says, Yoon says at least 8 bodies today. Not happy about being woken up.
Uh-oh.
The second message kind of pop up. And you get the thing where the message pops for a second, and then it kind of like, you know, he glances at it and then just kind of goes into notifications. Yeah. The second message goes like, no press rack passes since 3 days ago. Next one Grandma asked for in a week. So as the iPad goes off, Duric kind of also very quickly reads it, and his gaze fixes back in Wyatt's eyes, and goes like, "I'm all ears. Tell me your idea, fancy man."
We need a car.
What? Oh,
The
A
Prizrak,
particular car, or can
there's a
you
very
just make one
specific-
available?
No, there's this very specific car that Prizrak have taken. It's one of ours. If you can help us in any way to get that car back, I'll give you the name.
I gather you know where that car is?
In the flesh pits.
The Gramas knows.
Yes,
It's a big favor you're asking. But then again, I don't appreciate rats.
yeah, nobody does.
2 options. Just for a name, I'll give you an escort down to the pits. Once you get there, you deal with Grandma on your own. For a name and proof, I'll give you some credits. Maybe she'll feel generous when I sell it. For a name and proof and a rat, I'll talk to Grandma myself. I'll get you that car.
No.
That's a very tempting offer. Let me confer with my associates.
Yes,
real
of
quick.
course. Room is big. Just walk to the other side. Aruna, give them room. He sits down and leans back and crosses his legs and just kind of like watches you guys as you make a little bit of like room to discuss among yourselves.
You think we could get proof?
I have proof in my pocket.
You do?
Take out the note that I had shown everyone. Yeah. Put it away quickly so no one notices that we have it.
Okay. Is that
But if-
something you're willing to show?
I can show the note, but I don't doubt Duric's integrity. But if they find out that there's, the thing out for me, specifically,
Sure, yeah. That's
some
not...
of his people might come after me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's also not necessarily proof that of the rat.
About that as well. How are we going to get into Grandma's territory while the rat is still stationed there? Especially if we can't remove him, if that's being offered as the reward.
So we
Well,
get
he's
the
not
rat.
in Grandma's territory. He's on the elevator.
Yeah, on the 25th level, which is on Grandma's level, isn't it?
No, the skin pits are on the 5th level.
Oh.
It's okay. You're new here.
We just... I feel like we should just get this proof. And take the
mean,
rat, bring him straight
we can
here,
at least-
have him confess.
I mean, I'm willing to bet this is proof enough. Not everybody has leather or whatever this is lying around to handwrite notes on.
Well, that doesn't implicate our rat, though. It doesn't name him in there, right?
It does.
It
It
does.
says the name.
Oh, it does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then maybe that's all we need.
We just need to go down there and collect the guy.
Can we roll up the part you don't want to see?
Let me check it. I think it's. Shoot, I put the wrong thing. No, his name is at the top and Grandma's is at the bottom.
What part do you not want seen? About you, particularly?
I mean, my name's not in there.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it's too incriminating.
I more meant if he goes talk to Grandma, Grandma might tell him about the bounty.
Right.
Potentially.
I will
Something to
say.
consider. I mean, it's just more issues for us to deal with. I'm sure we'll be fine. We were fine today, so.
I will say we are here on Levin's behalf, so.
How much is the bounty?
Why are you asking?
Just asking, so I know how much of a threat this is.
You want him to roll diplomacy?
Sure. My willpower is not good yet, but
Roll an insight. Empathy.
Like,
Wow.
Holy shit! That's diplomacy.
You do with that what you will.
out of 8
Right.
dice. Out of 8 dice.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, but I swear to you, if you try anything, you will lose your head.
of course.
I say that with all seriousness.
I believe you.
From what I can gather, is 10,000. Might be more.
I'm thinking in my mind. That's a lot of credits.
I'm
Okay.
staring at you. I'm not blinking, not moving my gaze.
Wyatt, back in your mind, you go like, I mean, it is, but it's like a fraction of what Lee will pay us if we do the job.
I know. It's fine.
Also, Nora, for what it's worth, as Duric knows, you're now under Lev's employ, so if he tries to do anything and go after you, that would be a move against Lev himself. So I don't think he would do anything that rash.
Yeah, 10k seems like a lot to me, maybe to Grandmother, but to Duric, he's a businessman. I don't know if that would be worth it.
Yeah, that's not a huge amount to somebody at his level.
Well, and there's the reputation as well. The Grandma going against Levin doesn't mean anything to her. But as Duric crosses Levin, that's bad blood.
Yeah. I think it might be worth the risk. You want your car back, right?
Yes.
It's a pretty cunning plan, Coyote.
That's what
Just
kind of is too. Coyote.
Coyote.
Well, it's up to you. It's your car, it's your risk.
Okay. I will take the note back out and fold it and put it in Wyatt's hand, but like when he goes to grab it, I will squeeze his hand extremely hard.
I don't
I'm
feel
warning you. Fuck.
Oh, is
Then I'll just yank him forward a little bit.
Oh my god. No effect.
Warning
I
you,
feel
if you
a
try
little bit.
anything. Don't try anything.
Okay. Just have a little faith in me.
Oh,
Uh,
I can't recommend that, actually.
I promise.
as you
it'll be
turn, Wyatt, Duric is like pouring himself a second glass of whiskey and just kind of like sips it and looks at you.
Alright, I'm gonna take this note over to him. And I'll pick up the bloody drink. And hold it up a little bit as kind of like a salute before I drink it down.
Right.
And I'll set the note out on the table. I feel like you'd know that few people would probably use a material like this for a note to prove its authenticity.
He reaches for the note, but he kind of looks at you like as if like kind of grab it, you know?
I'll hold it out to him.
And grabs the note. Reads it. You see his brow furrow. He's like, so, say one of mine could win of a bounty. Decided to cut the society out of it, called Presrak.
Seems to be the
Cut
case.
them a little part of it, derelict their duty, breach my contracts. No. Kinda. Anyone could have written this. It does seem like Grandma's handwriting. He kind of grabs and just bites the corner of the quote-unquote paper a little bit. Yeah, that's human.
Oh god.
That's what I figured, but I didn't
Yuck,
think more. I
wretches.
wouldn't know that.
Ugh.
That's probably artificially grown, little man. Just hold it in. Put it down. Or maybe not, I don't know. Grandma's into some weird shit.
Did he call it Yoke a little man?
Yeah. Yeah, man, Duric is like 4 feet tall, but probably weighs 3 times as much as Yoke.
Yeah.
Sure. Is this valid proof, you think? Or do we need to drag your rat here ourselves?
This is proof that Grandma wrote this. I know Hewitt. Not a friend. A little bit of a slime bull, but he's doing his job all the time.
Clearly
Now,
not.
it's not that I can't imagine him doing something like this. Now, if you want to just give me this, that's a name and some proof. It'll take me a few days, considering I just, too many rats on the ship in such a short time, and people start talking things I don't want them talking.
Hey, your secret's safe with us. We won't.
Right, what I mean is I won't be able to act against Hewitt for a few days. Now, you're outsiders. You give me this, and Hewitt's name. You earn yourself some credits, and you can tell Levin that I'll handle the breach. And to give him my sincerest apologies. You're strangers, though. If you were to, say, have an altercation with Hewitt, remove him, then I can have a word with Grandma for you. Unless you just want the credits. I don't mind either way.
I was kind of thinking of offering that we take care of the rat ourselves.
Yeah, we can handle the rat if you can help with the car.
Right. I know. Where was this car retrieved from?
I'll give him the address of my garage.
Kind of nods. And it was today?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll prep a couple messages for Grandma. They always have to pay the dues to cross through the sector. So I can give her a discount for a few jobs of hers. I'm sure she'll see the value in that. But first, I'll need Hewitt alive here on his knees in the middle of the room. I want to have a talk with him. Sounds like we have a deal.
I'll look back at everybody else.
Fine by me.
Val gives an approving nod.
Sounds sufficient.
Alright. You would have done his shit without his crew to back him up. If they get in the way, up to you how you handle them.
Go ahead.
They're considered all rats then, or any
The rats are
keeping?
protecting one.
Okay.
We may have other questions about something unrelated to this.
Well, on to more pleasant subjects then. What other questions do you have, little lady? Turns that like he rolls up the parchment and puts him in a drawer.
Well, hold on. We gotta seal this deal with another drink, right?
Yeah, man after my own heart. Stands up and starts pouring drinks.
Okay.
You're free to ask him stuff as he's like pouring drinks to everyone. At this point, he doesn't ask; he just pours drinks for everyone. But you're free to not drink. He doesn't seem to expect anyone to drink if they don't wanna.
Cricket's just gonna hold a cup regardless.
Hold it.
Okay, at this point, you have this cup, and you probably have a mug on the other hand of like water, because you did get a water downstairs.
Oh, now I have both.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure of all the details, but Love was concerned about something you encountered today, right, Joke?
Well, boy, out with it.
What? Wait, what? Huh?
I can interject if I may. In regards to crap, I need to open up my notes. This part came a lot faster than I thought it would.
No worries, no
I
worries.
thought we were coming here to talk to him about both things.
We were, but I don't have the notes up for that part yet because I thought we were. How much do you know of the Verity Clinic, Duric?
Kind of like starts thinking a little bit. I'm gonna roll some dice for him. Just keep in mind, you are several mega blocks off from 17. You know, so while Duric has like run security for a large area, he may not be aware with like the place in 17 too.
Wait, what? I thought we were on 25th.
You're in 22nd right now. But you're in the mega block 22, I think. But 11 is a mega block 17.
Oh.
So that's where the Verity Clinic is. So it's still like almost, you know.
I see.
Okay. He kind of goes like, yeah, I heard a few guys patched up there years ago, run by a doctor and his wife. At least when I was there. Well, not when I sent people there. Always been Levan stuff though. Before that, it was Goldhound Judah.
Interesting. And you haven't heard of any say of that clinic belonging to anyone else?
He kind of scratches his chin. If it did, we didn't run protection for them, so we didn't concern ourselves too much, and they never got in our way. So I guess sometimes no news is good news.
Val kind of gives a look to Nora, like kind of like a should we go further on this sort of look, like.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
You think this pertains the job that my men are supposed to be doing? I'd be appreciative of any information you can provide.
Well, I don't think this pertains to your men, thankfully, but we were just curious if you might know about an individual named Marino Valenti.
Yeah, he's one of my customers, same as Levin. Marino is a loan shark bookie. He's got most of his turf is over in 16th. Him and Anton have been friends for years, far as I know. What's with him?
And would you have any guess as to why a friend would contest the clinic with his friend.
Alright. So you're saying Valenti is making a play on Antonov's turf? Just so I can be clear what we're talking about.
We're not 100%. It's just
Yeah.
word on the street is not very clear, so we're trying to get a bead on what others have been hearing.
And he's back and crosses his arms. When it comes to conflicts between two customers, the credits they pay me are a means for my people to stay neutral. If there's beef between Lev and Marino, I haven't heard of it. I wish I had, if that is the case. Strokes his chin and goes like, "Now, I do know of a place where you can find information if you are interested in something like that. You did do me a favor. Hopefully you're going to do more than that. Marino's son, Maurizio. A coin little piece of shit. He likes to hang out in a sort of a leisure club called the Turquia. Just on the age of 16th. Got a loose tongue? Talk to him. He might have more information than I do about this.
How do you spell that again?
Let me put it on your notes.
Thank
I'll put it in the chat, actually.
Ooh, I spelled that
Turkey.
wrong.
It's coin the little bitch. Nice.
Val will make a note of that, file that away into her mental gigabrain, and then she'll say, "Appreciate that, Duric. We will certainly follow up with Maurizio and see what he has to say."
Now, just so you are aware, you're Levan's people. That means you are under my protection, in a way. But, if you get into a scrap with Marino's people, they're also under my protection. So society will not intercede for either side, should anything like that happens. Just so you're clear on it.
Fair
Understood.
enough.
You have to maintain that professional neutrality. I understand.
Of course. Is there anything else you guys want to talk to Duric about or discuss? Or discuss with each other before you
So just to be clear, so we are going to... But this is out of character. So we're going to apprehend Hewitt ourselves, bring him here alive. Did Duric say how he was specifically going to help us obtain the car?
He would talk to Grandma.
I see. Okay.
He might offer her credits or like a discount on like the fees that the Prisrak have to pay to like get through this zone that Duric controls. You know, he has means of making a deal. This does mean if you get Hewitt for Duric, that's I mean you don't have to go to the skin pits at all,
Which sounds a lot
or you
more
can just take
easy,
credits.
a lot more reasonable.
Yeah.
Credits are nice too.
Duric kind of like just slides more drinks towards you guys.
It's like 10 drinks sitting on the desk right now.
No, he's finishing the ones that you don't drink. He's just,
Jesus.
unmoving.
All right, I'll take one more.
Take one more. Wyatt, give me another fortitude endurance check.
Ah, shit.
Difficulty is 3 now.
Just 3?
Do I need to do another endurance check for the second drink I had? I think I did one for the first.
I don't have you make one for the first usually. I have you make one starting the second.
Okay.
Oh, this might be embarrassing. 4, okay.
Oh, you're still Wyatt. You're just like knocking these back and totally
In my-
fine.
In my element.
Duric kind of goes like, All right. Well, you've given me a lot to think about, and I am going to. Whenever you want to bring Hewitt up here, I'll be ready to get in touch with Grandma.
Very well.
Thank
You know where to find him?
They
Do not.
said the elevator a couple levels down.
All right. Yes. So, there's an elevator access down. Skin pits are on the cross between mega blocks 17, 18, 15, and 16. So like they're in the middle. And there is an elevator on 15, 25th floor.
Okay.
What times of day is he stationed there?
And kind of goes like, it varies, but you tell me when you need him to be stationed there, and we can make it happen.
Val kind of looks at the others. Tomorrow morning?
What time is it?
Right now it's about 1:30 in the morning.
Jesus.
Maybe tomorrow afternoon. Right after lunch or something.
Val turns back. Tomorrow afternoon, 1400.
1400. All right, Miss Mercenary. Sounds like a good deal. I'll make sure Hewitt is there. I'll ask around a little bit. Maybe Ames has a better idea of whom among his crew might not be as close to him. We'll just send them on some errand.
Very good.
If you can get him to incriminate himself in some way, it might make my interrogation of him easier. So, just saying. If not, I have means to get things out of people. He walks back, and you see this like tall, like wide, dark, like with lacquered inlays, like wooden dresser, and he opens the like what would be the middle drawer, but it's like it comes almost out to his face, and you, Val and Wyatt, you guys see about like a half dozen fresh pipes. And he kind of grabs one and just kind of closes the drawer and just kind of like puts it in his hand and just. Good wait, okay.
Well, it's good to have extras.
Consistency is screw. He kind of sits down. If our business is concluded, do send Levan my regards. Tell him I deeply apologize for this breach. It will be solved.
Very good.
And
I'll be sure to forward that to him. I very much appreciate the professional candor.
talk to Sladana and Keg downstairs if you want more drinks. Enjoy the Vandal. We're always open. Drinks not there.
What do
Val
you
just
guys think?
smiles.
More drinks?
Oh my god, Nora's in the middle of yawning.
I couldn't possibly, thank you.
You're still holding two.
Drink one.
Has
Val
not
ca-
even touched them.
Val says, don't remember, White, there was another errand that you wanted to run tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a little late at this point.
Everything's open.
Alright, well, let me go grab a drink.
One for the road.
On for the road.
You guys say good.
Warm
Duric
up, man.
bids you goodbye. Why did you pick up a drink for the road on the way down? Do you go to Sladana or Keg?
Slavana, and yeah, I'll just go to Sladana, and that's it. I'm not
You guys
hitting
come
on
out?
her. I'm not doing that.
As you guys step out, Aruna, kind of like the cyborg, who's like about 6'4", stands in front of you for a second, and Val, she offers the token back to you.
Ah, no one's forgotten about this. Thanks. Takes the token.
Boss seems pleased. There'll be more work for you offered if you do this right.
Val kind of She makes an expression. It's not really quite a smile. It's just kind of more like almost like an acknowledgement expression. She nods.
He nods. You guys head downstairs. You see the bar is like as full as ever. The power armor figures are not there anymore. There's like just people running around. There's like a full fight going on right now. Like you see two like large figures, both male, seemingly with like just piston fit like mech arms, and they have like regular mech arms that are just sitting on the sidelines that they've taken off, and they fitted this like piston ones, and just having a boxing fight as like about like 30 people are crowded around, just like screaming and just waving cred sticks.
We gotta come back here.
Sladana looks at you,
Beautiful
Wyatt.
armor.
What was that?
She said beautiful armor.
Cricket, I would say as you do that, as you're walking and you can like get fixated on the armor, like the person who was taking the bets, who's now just kind of has closed up, and he has like like he's sealed like this big like otter box looking thing of like black metal, looks over and goes like yells at you and Nora that are standing next to each other, and goes like, if you're interested, we do mech fights on Wednesdays.
Hell yeah.
Bring your little one. It looks feisty.
Yes, I'm very feisty indeed.
She kind of like punches the air lightly.
I'm starting to question if Cricket is a mech or not.
I am a very good mech, thank you.
As the others are heading towards the door, Wyatt, you peel off, you make your way to Sladana, ask for a drink. She kind of goes like, first time meeting Duric? Went well, I hope.
Yeah, better than I thought it'd be. Nice guy.
She nods and smiles a little bit and goes like, well, don't be strangers. You've tasted the Vanda. There's always more to add.
I'm sure we'll be back.
Slides a drink. On the house. Take the glass. Probably came from another bar in the first place.
Appreciate it. I'll take it. I don't know how she makes money here, but it's not my concern, I guess.
Well, you get keg charge you guys for the drinks, yeah.
I get the feeling the main business that they generate isn't through the bar. It's through whatever happens in Duric's office.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when we got here too, we noticed that the chairs were all from different bars, right? Like they're all mismatched, yeah.
Everything's been taken from other places.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take the drink and give her a little wink as I head out.
Did we beat?
Diplomacy check.
Did we beat Wyatt?
Little wink
Man?
wonk.
You're probably getting to the elevator because remember there's an elevator down
okay.
and the van is down there.
I see.
Nope, not deception. What was it?
So this is beguiling.
It is.
Can't leave.
Yoke's gonna sneak out ahead.
Go someone.
Although he wished he stayed and watched this triplet.
Right.
Yeah, I walked off. I didn't realize why I was going to the bar. So.
Why you turn around to like wink at her as you walk out with the glass, and you smack into the back of this enormously massive furry, like enormously like thick furry mass of a human wearing like a tiny leather vest, like a shirt that's way too short, like these like long like jean pants with studs, and kind of turns around like, "Oi, careful!" and half your drink kind of splashes around as you see Sladana just giggling a little bit as you just kind of go around this guy and just very quickly use him to like interrupt line of sight.
I'll pat his his vest and nice look.
Well, thank you. That's really sweet of you. I was all ready to be angry and shit. All right, well, you look nice too.
Cheers. Already got you a drink over at the bar. We'll see you
Oh.
later.
Man, you're a nice guy. Thank you. As he starts leaving. Joke, you sneak out first. Val, you could probably catch up with Joke if you'd like to, or you just kind of like let Joke kind of like scamper off.
Oh, wait, sorry, what?
Jock is trying to like sneak out a little bit first. Nora and Cricket got called on by the bookie, and Wyatt went to get a drink. So it's just you and Jock heading out the door first. Do you let Jock kind of like overtake you, or are you trying to catch up to him?
I guess she wouldn't be particular against. Yeah, if he was just trying to go off first and stuff. So
He's not. No, he's not rushing out, but he's not sticking around either. And when he notices Cricket and Nora get like kind of like
Hold on.
approached, yeah, he just kind of just wants to wait for everybody outside.
I see.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, I think she'll probably go outside too. Like she feels like her business is concluded here, so she doesn't really have much reason to stick around.
The air down here, being like very close above the night zone, the air is always a little bit stale, but compared to the just thick smoke laden air and the smell of stale beer and sweat in the bar, as you two step out onto this kind of like caged catwalk system that clings to the underside of the level above, you can see like this the catwalk kind of like becomes sort of like upside down street almost, that eventually leads to an elevator that hugs the wall and goes all the way down to where you park the shuttle. It almost feels like fresh air, just a change in temperature, you know. You two get to the elevator first. If you want to talk about anything on the way, you are free to do so. And Cricket and Nora will be a little bit behind you, and then Wyatt.
Hey, Val, I have a question.
Yes. What is it, Jock?
You offered Duric 1400 what?
Oh, sorry. It's 1400 is a way of telling time. I suppose that's not what most people use to tell.
Oh,
It's just a much more efficient way of doing so. No need for AM or PM.
if you say so. You'll light up some smoke.
Listen, about the Verity Clinic. Wait, out of character. Does Val know that Chuck work at the Verity Clinic?
You've heard it discussed today. I don't know if you do know that it worked. Cricket has mentioned that she worked there.
Okay. So I guess Val will instead word what she was going to say. Thing Duric said about the Verity Clinic has me thinking, though. Said it used to be run by, I think he said a man and his wife. I wonder what happened to them.
Do I know what happened to her husband?
I believe so. Yeah, you probably would have
Imagined
known.
I would have talked about it with her at some point.
Yeah. I like. One sec. Let me give you the info right now, because I believe you would know. And if you're not trying to keep it secret or anything like that.
No. In the meantime, he'll just say, I only knew the woman, Elsa Verity. She was the owner at the time. It was just her and, technically, her daughter Millie, but she was too young to be working, so she wasn't around a lot.
I see.
And I tutored under her. She taught me what I know in medicine.
Oh, that's good. a mentor. If I may ask, I guess since her clinic was on Lev's territory or Gold Judah's territory, was their relationship with them amicable?
I don't know what her relationship with Judah was like, but it was fine with Levin. Levin protected, that turf, and would post up Cricket as guard. And there was another woman that would come in. Just to double check my notes, Fleur worked for Levin, right? When she came to the clinic?
No. Fleur was actually friends with Helsa.
Okay. But Fleur was often... Cricket was often following Fleur around, right?
Yes.
I see. But Cricket was there on Levin's behest, not Fleur's.
As far as you know.
As far as I know.
I guess that will also follow up. Well, I guess what I'm trying to figure out in terms of Helsa's relationship with these two individuals. I'm trying to pinpoint in terms of when these rumors started. If it seemed like Helsa had amicable relationship with Lev, then I imagine these rumors probably hadn't started until recently. Then, would that be correct?
I'm sorry, Val. I don't know why I assumed you knew, but Helsa died a couple of years ago.
I'm sorry to hear.
It was a weird night. I was there, and pauses. He's kind of lost in thought. Takes a long drag from his scent smoke.
Go ahead.
So there was gunfire, which wasn't too much of a, or was it the explosion? But either way, it wasn't anything too out of ordinary. But there were people screaming, and go outside, and there's a man, and he's hurt. He's very hurt. It doesn't look like he's from around here. He looks pretty well put together. But, it's a back alley clinic. People come here because they don't want to know that they're getting help. So we take him inside. I don't recognize what's happening to him. He's got all of these little wounds on his body all over. So I call Helsa in. She's the senior doctor, and she seems to recognize what it is. She forces everyone out of the operating room. What we called the operating room. It was just anyways. So she's in there with him for a while, and then I heard someone collapse and tried to go inside, and she was gone. So, thinking that it was something contagious, we closed it up, and the enforcers came and they collected the bodies. They never told us anything.
Val, she has the look of apathy. It's just, wow, I'm sorry, Jacques, that you had to go through that. It's a terrible way for someone to go, especially if, like you said, there aren't answers to everything. But it's always sad when someone in a doctor falls a fate like that.
Do Cricket and I walk back in time to hear any of this?
You guys are probably like 8 or 9 paces behind them. So
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
can
say,
see any
we might
perception
talk a little
checks if you'd
bit.
like to hear. Yeah.
Cricket actually was probably won't hear because it took her a while to finally notice that everyone left because she was staring at the mech arms for so long. So she kind of like rushes
Got
out.
invested in the fight.
You have to a little bit.
I told you my perception checks are fucking crazy.
So
Every
Cricket will be a bit farther behind, probably more closer to Wyatt. Nora, you will be about 8 or 9 paces behind. You will probably hear this conversation. I would like. Actually, no, never mind. Because you haven't given. You haven't mentioned when this happened, right?
I said it was a couple years ago.
Yeah. You're good.
Which I believe is correct, yes. So yeah, I mean, I know that the enforcers didn't allow for an autopsy, and he wasn't. I asked around at the time. I wanted to know what had happened, and apparently he wasn't the only case of this. There were similar victims, dozens of them, all throughout Kapital. And the only lead that I could get on it was just rumors that all of the victims were network agents. Yeah. But anytime something goes unexplained, it's always network, so who knows?
Network agents. Does Val know what the network is?
Yeah, the network is pretty well and widely known. But I will say, Val,
Basically, like the Radanovi form of government, right?
yeah, it's like the underground government that, yeah.
Right. They're pretty much the ones who run things.
Give me a knowledge check, Val. I'm gonna give you an advantage because this might have been on whatever preparations you made to come here.
1.
This event, it's familiar to you. You have read some Rhinovi history, but Rhinovi history is like very like convoluted and you never know what's like accurate and whatnot. I will say the one thing you do recognize a little bit of the event. This happened in 324.
Wait,
so, yeah, about 2.5 years ago.
When you say the event, has Val heard of the network or like this Verity Clinic event?
Not the Verity Clinic, but I will say what you would know on a 1, because it's not a lot. You know, in 324 there was a like something happened. You know it has a name, but you don't remember what it is. But about 2,500 people all died at the same time, all through Kapital. People like just fell ill and died within minutes, and no one knows what it was. And some of them were like on districts so far apart, they might as well have been like, it would have been like hours to get from one side to the other, and it's happening at the exact same time.
I see. I will say, actually, I think I've heard of this, even though I'm from off-world. It actually made quite a bit of news. This outbreak, whatever this cause was, it's news of it has gone to even the far edges of space. I tell you what, though, Jacques, if you want to pursue answers on this, especially considering it's involved you and your mentor, if you want to find answers and closures on this as team leader, I'll make sure that we find time to look into this, if that's something you want.
Well, I don't want to take priority away from, Nora's special little... Oh, hey Nora.
Once I have the car, we'll do whatever you need. I'm not going anywhere.
I will say this is a mystery that put all of Kapital on its head. Nobody's been able to come up with any sort of official answer. It's not like the symptoms were anything extraordinary either. Difficulty breathing, convulsing. It was just symptoms consistent with someone undergoing shock.
You happen to remember what the guy that showed up looked like? Just out of curiosity. I was asking Yok if he happened to remember what the guy that showed up looked like.
I don't have a description of him here.
Oh, I think you're muted, yeah.
Yuck, give me a knowledge check. Yuck, you don't remember a lot. You were like, it happened very fast, and you were like in shock, and you and Fleur got out of there fast because like it seemed dangerous.
Yeah.
He was very well dressed, middle aged, maybe like late 40s. Short, kind of like dirty blonde hair pulled back. Slight tan to his skin, but the main thing you remember is that he was very well dressed. He was someone.
Yeah.
It felt like someone important, but like his features, like anytime you try to remember like his features or like his expression, you just go back to Helsa's face.
Yeah, I wasn't around him long enough. He'll give that description. As yeah, just kind of apologizing. Yeah, yeah, but yeah.
That's
That night, I just kind of every time it's just. Unfortunately, I saw Helsa's face, so that's what sticks out. After she was, I'd seen dead bodies before, but yeah, that was different.
It's never easy facing death. Sorry to hear.
Cricket and Wyatt, you guys, since Cricket hung up a little bit back and Wyatt was around closer, you guys are also like coming up now towards the elevator. You see at the long, I know this like long hallway, about like maybe like 20 people here loitering around. There's like little segments that go into this like wall section that just stretches from one full level to the other, like a massive pylon that holds up the level that the vandal's clinging to above, and you can see below, like the city, kind of like the level below, stretch out these like tall, like slowly spinning towers that where that house these like long drills and warehouses and like just little movements of shuttle cars, the lights working through this like heavy fog that covers this district or this mega block. Is there anything you guys want to talk about on the way, or do you just want to catch up to the others?
I will drink whatever remains in my glass before I just toss the glass to shatter wherever. I'll take over Cricket and just watching her try to catch up.
Cricket, are you still holding the two glasses, or have you like discarded them somewhere?
Yeah, at one point she definitely did announce she had no more use for them and put them down on a random table with some patrons and walked away.
You walked away. All right, cool. So you do see Cricket catch up to you.
Do you ever get out of that thing?
What you mean, like come out of it?
Armor.
Oh, well, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe I have maybe I'm just stuck in here, and maybe I'm just a whole bunch of nuts and bolts. Possibly.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
Why does it matter?
It really doesn't. Haven't seen anybody that stays in a mech suit as long as you.
Oh, I see. That makes complete sense. Well, yeah. Possibly. Unfortunately, it's top secret what is within this suit. If you think if it's strange, though, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I understand the importance of secrecy and all that. Keep your secrets.
You are allowed to ask as many questions as you would like, but I will not be able to answer every single one, unfortunately. I am glad you understand, though.
You are a strange one, Cricket, but I like it.
By the way, when you talk to her, she kind of has like an unbreaking stare. The face kind of stares at you with the little light up eyes, and that's about as much action you get when she speaks to you.
I imagine too, because Cricket has artifacts. She can just like not artifacts. She has sensors on her armor. She can turn and stare at Wyatt while she continues to walk forward.
Even weirder.
I gotta send you something, Duric.
I love that.
Sure.
Interesting.
I'll be right back.
Right.
Wyatt can't take 2 steps without crashing into somebody, but Cricket's like navigating the sidewalk.
Right. So, you two get to the elevator. Fewer people now than when you came up. It does seem that around this time of night, around 2 in the morning, fewer people are leaving the Vandal than those that come up. You guys gather that the party in the Vandal, or the heavy activity hours of the bar, probably go well into like 4 or 5 in the morning. And this being so close to the night zone, you don't see real sunlight, till like probably 10. When the sun is like a little bit closer to the zenith. You guys step into the elevator. The elevator, there's a little weight thing at the top. It counts down, and when it hits 0, elevator closes, and you guys hear a hydraulic hiss as the elevator drops slowly. You see 2 more elevators kind of like moving and carrying. It's like a bank of 4 of them. They're just hugging this massive pylon, like bigger than a city block. And there's easily 16, 20 of these holding up the level above. You get down. It opens into this vibrant street outside. This vibrant street outside, you see people walking around. Cool. There's kind of like people moving around. I don't want this, sorry.
I was gonna say that was intense. What's about to happen? That's great. Roll initiative.
People moving around, like just like this kind of like hissing of vapor and steam from the machines that kind of like just covers and lingers in through this level. People kind of push out of the a little bit like a Japanese subway car. That people just kind of push out from the other side, and it's kind of push you guys out as more people pour in to go up to the top level. You see there's kind of like a stall selling a variety of things. There's music playing. There's like this constant steam. You guys walk what is probably a block or so, you imagine, through these warehouses. And again, this section is not residential at all. So you're like, where do all these people come from? Like, why are they here? and you get to the cucaracha, who is waiting, waiting there for you guys. Spectre kind of like standing, like his head just picks out from the back of one of the windows. Cricket, give me a mechacraft check.
Okay. She's going to be immediately walking towards Spectre, by the way.
Spectre. All right. Yeah. With
See.
intelligence. Yeah.
Intelligence. I think I closed that.
We're missing another tire, aren't we?
Or maybe they broke in and gave us a tire out of pity.
They upgraded our machine
There we go.
Nice too. Cricket. The 6th tire that is not really working. You notice it is like just loose and hanging there on the side. You gather someone might have tried to steal it and then felt bad and just left it.
She will immediately notice and take to trying to fix it.
Yeah, easy enough. You put it back on.
See, the camouflage went
Unfortunate.
perfectly.
Looks like they were attempting to take one of our tires, but they were unsuccessful. It is now fixed. We may leave.
Val just looks nonplussed. It's just, at least this vehicle has one virtue to it.
Oh, it's also very fast. Now that I have tinkered with it a bit.
It's true. You've done good work to it.
Thank you very much.
You all pour into the car. Joke, Palestina, and Nora, give me fortitude checks with endurance.
Been up a while. Not great.
Uh-oh.
Tell me
Wait,
I passed.
Is that a crit fail?
I don't think so.
Not on this. Jock and Val, you are fatigued. Val, you are very much used to long like missions and operation stuff, but there's also been like a physically and emotionally taxing day for you, and you woke up at like in about 90 minutes you will have been up for 24 hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I guess if you think about it, like she really did just arrive onto the planet just the same day.
Today, yeah. Jock, you were heading out to the clinic at like 6 in the morning, and Nora, it's been a similar boat. So,
Couple more hours, I'll be right there.
Wyatt, you slept a little bit more than the others, like not on purpose, but you did.
Yeah. I was dead. So
Dirt
it's
nap.
fine.
And Cricket, you're fine. Like you have means of resting in your armor.
She naps while we're driving.
But Nora, you kind of like rub your eyes and you kind of like
Smack
power
your cheeks
through,
a little
smack your
bit.
cheeks. You notice Joke starts like yawning, and Valestina's trying to like put up this like stoic thing, but you do notice her swaying a little bit as like she's waiting on people to get in the van.
I have a perfect solution. I'm gonna hook up my data pad to the radio.
Oh, oh my god.
All right,
Shut up, Goozy.
what are you playing?
The music I downloaded earlier today.
Wyatt. As I'm gonna move you guys to the map.
Nora's just like, yeah, I got something that'll wake you guys up, and she turns the volume up like full fucking blast.
Wyatt, what is the favorite song that you've made? What does it sound like? Like you don't have to play it, obviously, but just describe it.
She's playing Coyote.
Yeah.
It is. Koyo is more bluesy kind of rock. It's definitely got some heavy beats and stuff, but it's not as aggressive as his older stuff. It's a little sexy though. It's got some sexy vibes to it.
There's some nipples in it.
If you could hear the sound of a nipple, that would be it. Let's see. This song would probably be called Blackest Sun.
Blackest Sun. Are you fucking serious? Are all your songs pun names?
He maybe have some beef with Black Sun, so.
She wrote a song about him.
Wrote a song about it? Like, here.
This
Obsession to me.
bluesy kind of like rock has got like this slightly soulful yet kind of like heavy tune to it, with a gravelly, rough voice kind of like singing through it, which you guys somewhat recognize, comes blaring out of the one functional speaker inside the cucaracha.
It would have been funny if there was just no sound, though, and it just ruined my plan entirely.
The people sitting, so Val and Jock that are sitting on the right side, and actually no, Wyatt and Jock that are sitting on the right side, you hear a lot louder. It just comes blaring out as you're kind of climbing on the skyway. Where are you driving to, Nora?
She just kind of shouts over the music, "Are we going to get supplies?"
I immediately reach over and turn this off.
Wait, do we the music? Do we recognize the voice to be Wyatt's voice?
It sounds kind of like Wyatt.
What the fuck are you doing?
Why do I recognize that voice
Playing
slightly?
some music, man, that I found in my garage. Why?
It's like I've
Just
heard it before.
glaring at her hard.
Val looks at the stereo, looks at Wyatt, looks at the stereo, looks at Wyatt.
What is screaming?
Wyatt, you hear in the back of your, like, just right behind your ear, like, oh, I like that song.
That sounded a lot like you.
I'm gonna find something else to play.
You go through stations, find something different to play.
Oh, you got some self-esteem issues, man.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but don't do that again.
Well. It seems like you are a man of very many hidden talents.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was another life.
A little bit.
Oh, was that?
I think that was another life for him. Laura's got a very, very smug grin on her face as she continues to drive. Seriously, where are we going? Back
If you
to
want to go
Lev's,
get supplies,
shopping.
that's fine, but it looks like some people are tired, so...
Yoke is already asleep.
How
You
far
would
away
allow
would like a supply store be from
Corner
the shop?
store.
Each of these mega blocks is like a full little city. So you can probably find some place, like if you go up on the on 22nd, you're on floor 26, but if you go up, you start getting like nicer places, you know? So you could find a place there, or you could just go back to 17, Mega Block 17, which is Lev's, and look for something there, whatever you like.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should just head back to Lev's regardless, and then I was gonna suggest if there's somewhere like right next door, I could go somewhere like within walking distance.
You're more likely to find something if you get to Mega Block 17 and stop right off the Skyway, and then you head down to Lev's level.
Yeah, let's just go to Lev's.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can pick up some stuff in the morning.
I think there's still a lot of tequila left.
Are you gonna pick up stuff in the morning, or are you gonna go now?
Morning's fine.
I think we should go back to Lev's because 2 of our party are asleep, and because I'm very close to being asleep.
Yeah.
All right. You arrive at Levin's about almost an hour later, and you're like crossing
I think we went
almost
straight
the,
there.
the
Yeah.
entirety of the And you're taking the Skyway, which is like full speed for whatever the cucaracha can do, you know? No, it's just when you get to the Skyway that just vaunts between the mega blocks, so you can actually see the night sky above. You see this kind of like dark, cloudy, overcast night.
How fast do I get the cucaracha going? Like how fast can I make it go? Just like laying down on the pedal.
Full on. Give me a piloting check.
All right. I figured it was limited by the van itself, not my piloting, but yeah. I just like slowly push it and push it and push it and push it.
Cricket's got some boosters on that shit now.
I'm not gonna boost it, we'll die.
Boost it.
You guys like stranded at 4 a.m.
I
on
guess
the.
not very fast. That doesn't seem right.
It gets like it starts to go real fast, but then it starts to rattle, and that is not as concerning as the fact that different parts rattle at different rates.
Oh no!
There's that spark
So you're gonna
plug,
slow
tire
down a little bit.
alignment, timing belt, everything's wrong.
Val, do you like fall asleep on the ride, or are you like staying up?
I'm gonna roll a willpower.
Yeah, give me a willpower check.
She falls asleep.
At around, I would say 3:30, 3:40 in the morning. City is still moving as it always does. It doesn't like you don't see any change. Most businesses are open. There's people on the street, but like there's a constant rotation of people living their lives in Ryanov. You know, the time of day is mostly a suggestion, especially the lower you go in the city. But for you guys, it is late, and so is for Lev, because Lev does keep a schedule, and so does Soko. You know, you guys at around 3:30, 3:40 in the morning pull up. Cucaracha, climb up like partially up the curb onto the ramp up to Levin's garage. The garage kind of just automatically opens, and you guys kind of pull in, closes behind you. You guys see a shuttle car that has been like now fully put together. Unfortunately, a bit too small to fit all of you guys, so you can't like use it. I think Cricket probably would also be aware that this is like used to smuggle, so there's stuff in the paneling.
Definitely would.
You guys see the windows are closed. The windows of the garage are dark, except for the one of the windows to Levin's office, and there's a very faint light coming from one of the windows that lead to the third floor lounge.
Okay.
But yeah, Levin's office window is on. It's like lit up, and there's a faint light coming from the third floor lounge as you guys pull up. The cucaracha shuts off, and you're back in what for now is home.
Alright. I get out.
Open the door. Are you riding shotgun, Wyatt, or is someone else riding shotgun?
I was probably in a shotgun.
Door opens. You kind of like close the door.
Rise and shine, everybody.
Yeah, you turn around, Nora, and you just gotta like say that Valentina and Joke, you guys were like having
Just
sleep of
sleeping
your
against
lives,
Cricket.
just how tired you are. Yeah, like Cricket's in the middle, and you're each on Cricket.
Oh,
So
All right.
Comfortable sounding.
what a day.
That plush armor.
Fleshy armor. Mhm.
Just like the rocks Valentina used to sleep on mission deployment.
Actually, Val, you're probably the kind that feels almost more comfortable, like sleeping on the floor or like on a hard bunk, like a you know, like military style bunk. So Cricket's like perfect.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could assist you.
Yeah. Alright. Let's all turn in, everyone. Val just gets out of the van.
Yeah. Yoke is very, very exhausted. He's just gonna start stumbling his way up towards the 3rd floor.
Nora's
Do you need
gonna
me to
cut
carry
the power
you?
steering fluid and slash the tires before she goes in.
Oh my god.
You want to try to carry joke, Cricket?
Yeah, she offered.
Oh my.
Oh, no, that's very sweet of you. But,
Please,
let her,
Bridal
let her.
carry him.
She'll marriage carry him over the freaking threshold into his room.
oh
lay him
no.
down. Pat his little head.
Good night.
Tuck him in.
Tuck him in.
Do you guys just straight to your bedrooms?
My
Mhm.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Cricket does.
Nah, I might stop by the lounge, see who's there.
Yeah, I'll probably go to the lounge first too.
All right. So, I guess in that case, almost all of you would end up in the lounge. Val, do you go straight up to the 5th floor, or do you stop in the lounge first as well?
5th floor or 3rd floor?
3rd is the lounge. 4th is Lev's office. 5th is where yours and Valestina's quote-unquote rooms are.
Oh.
I think Val will actually stop in the lounge because she actually still needs to check in on Ghost.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You walk up to the lounge. You kind of open the lounge door. You see now, as you open the door, that the light is coming from Emmanuel's monitors. That are like all in the corner, and they're still running stuff on this data pad. There's a data pad that's like just big, chunky, high quality but old data pad on Emmanuel's desk. Cables connected to like 3 rigs, and they're all just running stuff. You see like endless strings of data just kind of running up and down the monitors. Some sort of like algorithmic war happening within that data pad. The monitors are all kind of flickering. On the couch in front of the Hollywood projector. The Hollywood projector is on to like a muted, endlessly running ad channel. And on the bed, not on the bed, on the couch, sleeping on like a little corner of the couch, hands over his stomach, like head tilted back, like mouth fully open, is Emmanuel. And taking up the other 80% of the couch, all stretched out on his side, is Ghost.
Aww.
Yay!
Ghost immediately woof, sits up like lightning crack. Just kind of stands up, looks at you, like he goes like full like ears forward and like focused vision, and then he notices you, Val, and immediately starts like and jumps off and runs towards you.
I don't know if the panting actually came through.
Oh, I didn't hear the panting. But
He
I can imagine.
full on starts panting, runs towards you,
Val
starts barfing.
will give him all the good pets. Oh, you good boy.
Kind of like rubs, like just does the thing where he just puts his head into your hands and just kind of pushes it in and just rubs. Emmanuel kind of goes like, oh shit, who's shit? Where's my gun? oh, it's you guys. You're back. Hey, you were out late. Yeah, I thought you guys were just gonna wipe bread and stuff.
Yeah. Well, we did get bread in some sort of way. I guess you could say that.
Oh, awesome! Because we don't have anything for breakfast tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't mean literally.
Oh,
Sorry.
see, I've got stuff running that I'm gonna keep trying it, but I'm gonna need some backup with it.
Can I take a look?
Sure. I mean, I don't know if you want to do it now, but is that okay, Cricket? If Joke helps?
Joke, yes. It would be applicable to him, I guess, in the long run.
You said you bought this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You think they'd be able to help if you can get in touch with them?
He seemed very. He didn't seem too helpful or willing to help in any way. When I spoke to him about it, he kind of seemed very much, it's your problem.
All right. Well,
he did
yeah,
give
go
me names.
Oh, what name did he give you?
I think it was Rack or Lee.
Was that the name?
Let me.
I'm gonna whisper you real quick, Whaler.
Mm-hmm.
What name?
One sec.
And can Yoke just make a quick datacraft check? Just kind of check Emmanuel's progress and like check his work, like double checking it.
Yeah.
At a glance, he doesn't want to sit down and do work right now. He wants to go fucking die. Oh yeah, he might be too tired.
Why did you get a crit fail?
Oh. Correction. I believe it is not the right names that I'm thinking of. I believe that the owner of the bat, I'm not too sure who owns it at all, and I think that's not really important who owns it. We just need to know what's inside of this, because it might have answers more specifically to what you're asking.
All right. Manukyan nods and goes like, all right, yeah. Joke, you sit down and look at the concoction that Emmanuel's done with these 3 rigs that is connected to this data pad. The data crafting at display here is a little bit beyond you. But just on a very like general thing, like on a very general like first glance appreciation, it just seems to you Emmanuel needs more processing power to be able to handle this. His rigs, like whatever this data pad that Cricket has obtained is, and whatever's locked in within it just has a crazy amount of processing power.
Doesn't look familiar to any of us, does it?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
Actually, everyone give me a knowledge check, just in case.
Also, the name that was mentioned earlier, was it Rack? Lee?
I'm taking back the Rack one. She was saying Lee was the owner of the data pad. The Rack one is she didn't mention that one yet.
See. The Rack one? Wait,
yeah,
2 data pads?
Yeah, just ignore that.
Okay,
Lee
so sorry.
owns, Lee owns the data pad though.
Yeah. So yeah, looking at the checks, I'm gonna whisper Wyatt. The others, unfortunately, you don't recognize. I whisper you Wyatt. The others, yeah, you do not recognize this data pad. It's weird because it is a data pad, but it's much thicker than a data pad is. A data pad, like from what you guys know, it's like not much thicker than like a hard book hardcover books, like a single cover. You know, it's very thin and about the size of like an iPad, but even like a little bit thinner. This is like a whole book, and it's just sitting there connected to stuff. Like it looks archaic and old and clunky, but also very solidly built.
Okay. Can I just walk up behind Jokuk and just glance at the bottle to see what's going on?
You glance him out. Give me a datacraft check with intelligence.
I got this.
Oh. Where did you come from? I'm going to bed.
Go to bed. Why did I only roll 2 dice?
You get to roll a couple more.
Look at that, I got a 2 out of 4.
It's got a 2. That's a lot. It's a lot of numbers going really fast. But again, much like with Joke, this is like datacraft way beyond what you are capable of understanding.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go look for that. Did I finish that bottle already?
Emmanuel kind of goes like, no, it's over there. Oh, shit. Right. Well, Jug, if you wanna help me tomorrow, we can take a look at it. For now, I've got some like icebreakers running. Hopefully they'll get somewhere. If not, I may have to go to the night zone and get some better coldware. But I'll get it open. See, I promise.
I fully believe in your powers. I can already tell you have gotten quite far with all these wires that you have hooked up to it. So, sufficient job, Emmanuel.
He kind of like smiles and goes like, all right, well, turning in. Well,
Sleep well.
thank you. Night, guys. Smiley kind of drags himself into one of the bedrooms. And the 5 of you are left here alone on in the lounge with Ghost. Wyatt retrieves the drink.
He'll hang out in the lounge for a little bit longer.
All right, hanging out in the lounge. Wyatt, Cricket, and Joke have kind of like rooms down here, so to speak. The Cricket is mostly gonna like T-pose in the living room, in the lounge. Joke, you do see Ada's room. The door is put together but not closed.
It's not locked.
It does not seem to be locked. It's not even fully closed. Just like kind of like just put together.
Okay, he'll just very quietly like scoot inside.
So do you say goodnight to the others, or you just kind of like leave?
I just leave. It's too late in the night for good night.
Yeah, Joke, you just leave as you get in the dark. The room is small. It's not a very big room. So as you walk in, you see there's you see a bed. Ada is just kind of like on her back on the bed. One of her legs has kicked off her blankets, like hand on her stomach, hand up, mouth fully up and drooling on the pillow. She's kind of just wearing like a slightly oversized t-shirt and a pair of shorts. There is a note on like a little like electronic paper stuck to a dresser that faces the bed. And as you peek on it, it says, "Jock coming tonight, sleep clothed, Ada." And on the floor next to the bed is an unfurled sleeping bag and a blanket.
York just lays down on top of the blanket and goes to sleep.
You just lay down on top of a blanket. You go to sleep.
Oh, he will make sure that the door is like completely closed.
All right.
I think Nora's just gonna stare at that data pad for a minute. She's kind of just standing against the counter. But once Jock leaves and she notices everyone's just kind of chilling, she's just gonna... Are there like, is it like, do we drink bottled water here? I imagine the water is not extremely sanitary.
Yeah, there's bottled water on for
I live in the city, I know what it's like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a bottle of water and just say night and head out.
All right. Val, do you go up to...
Yeah, Val will take Ghost up, and then she'll still say, "All right, good work today, team. See you all tomorrow."
I'll give her a salute.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Empathy check.
Wait, who are you?
Could you check an empathy on Wyatt?
Yeah, because he saluted her. Yeah. 3.
What if I was going to get on a 3, Wyatt?
He's just kind of being an asshole and being sarcastic about it.
Rude.
Val she just kind of smiles. She's not surprised, and she doesn't say anything. She just continues going up.
Val, you, Nora, and Nora with a bottle of like ice cold bottled water in the hand, and the two of you, followed by Ghost, start making your way up top. You see Levin's office. The lights are on. The blinds are drawn, but the lights are definitely on, and you can see light peeking out from under the sliding door and stuff.
I was thinking about peeking in there myself.
You say that to Val?
No, I was telling you.
Yourself. All right. Do you want to peek in as you? Because you do have to get up like past it, I guess. You don't have to go in, but you have to get back past it to get to the 5th floor.
Does Val look like she's gonna go in?
I'm trying to debate about whether she would consider it out of the ordinary. Would she know if Lev normally stays up late?
Val, I don't think you would. At least not here, you know?
I
Do you guys want to do a perception check to see if you hear anything as you're just walking by?
Oh, I was just gonna open the door and walk in.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I guess if Val sees Nora do that, she'll just follow.
Yeah, Val, as you're considering things, Nora just walks past you and walks in, just hits the thing, the door opens, and Nora steps in.
Val steps in.
Ghost peeks in. You guys see the office, the lights are on. The hologram projector is on, but not really displaying anything. It's just kind of a little warbling bit of light. And Levin is there's like a little empty glass of like some drink that he was having, and he's just leaned back on the chair, head to the side, arms crossed, passed out.
He's comfy.
Both of you can give me
Does he normally fall asleep in the office like this? Have I seen him fall asleep in the office like this before?
You've never seen him fall asleep. I guess you both give me empathy checks. Val, is that a 3?
My empathy's not
Oh,
shit.
The one I got was from that was against Wyatt. Another 3.
Guess what? I will say, Nora, to you this seems like just Levin's like letting himself go a little bit, falling asleep in the office after having a nightcap, you know? Val, you quickly look at stuff. The only window that doesn't have the blinds drawn is the window that looks over the garage itself, the parking space. Levin might have been waiting for you guys to come back, and he fell asleep.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Nora is just gonna walk over and wave her hand in her face. F.
Hey.
Oh, you're back.
Jeez, you can't.
What time is it?
Bed?
Oh. No, yes, sorry, I was working late. You know how it goes, and sometimes you work a little bit too late. Emmanuel said you were going to go buy bread.
Well, we managed to do a lot more than just some bread. I'll catch you up about it tomorrow and stuff. It did end up taking us the whole day, but yeah.
Alright, well, everyone alright?
Yeah.
No
Everyone's good.
casualties in the bread purchasing expedition, I guess.
Well.
Alright.
Not among us.
Okay, I'm gonna need an update tomorrow, because that is very cryptic.
Don't worry about it.
Everything
That makes it worse, man.
is a-okay. Left. Don't worry about it.
We'll talk to you.
Alright. Talk tomorrow then. Go up and go to sleep. What time? It's 4 a.m. Do your... He looks at both of you as if he was about to say the same thing to both of you, and he just like holds his tongue.
Come
Well-
on, Lev. Say it.
He kind of like goes, shakes his head. No.
Yeah.
No, you both ought to go to sleep. I kind of stretch it a little bit. He ushers you out of the office, and you see him kind of just turn off the lights, looking probably a little bit like less stressed now that all the kids are home.
Cute.
And he goes into his room that adjoins the office, like his apartment that is adjoined to the office.
Val will go upstairs, and she is smiling to herself.
You go up the stairs to find a nice little wooden divider has been brought into the room you conditioned, as well as a couple of beds, like proper beds, bedside tables, a couple chests of drawers, and 2 mini fridges that have been connected to a power cell that kind of like just is sitting between the 2 little divided sections.
Yay.
So
You
a couple
remember.
of power cells?
There's a power cell in like a little power cell dock, and it's connected to 2 mini fridges that are in each on your little sides.
It went full out. Okay.
Yeah.
All out.
Nice. Do I need to plug in Spectre overnight?
Spectre does need to recharge, so you might have to unplug the mini fridge, which luckily is empty, because he thought you were gonna go buy stuff.
I guess he probably didn't even expect that I'd have a Spectre, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Yeah, Val will make sure he's plugged in. But you might need him tomorrow.
You plug in Spectre, Spectre kind of powers down. This is an interesting thing, because you guys have your each your own room of these, like compared to each side of your, just compared to a large room or space. But the divider only reaches so far. So once your guys go to bed, there's this weird sleepover feel, where if you say something, the other person is going to hear you very clearly. It almost feels like you're having a sleepover of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I want my own room.
Is it possible for me to, if someone's not like super looking into it, could I craft a message that says it was sent before the date it was sent? Or draft up a message?
You would probably need a data crafter's help to fake that.
So I can't actually just write the date as...
You cannot. Yeah, no.
Damn it, okay.
I mean, I imagine that works just about as good as if you tried to do that in current day.
Yeah.
Some people might fall for it.
Some people might fall. If you're messaging someone really dumb, it might work.
Yeah, I don't think this person's that dumb. I think they're smarter than me. So.
Wyatt might fall for it.
Keyword or key phrase. I think they're smarter than me. I don't. I'll just kind of frown. And keep that in my pocket for now. Then.
All right. Do you want to like look at anything, or like, are you guys doing any research or anything in particular, or no?
It's 4 fucking a.m.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have to like look at something.
The 24-hour mark. I'm gonna hang up my suit and put like something on it to keep the corrosion from spreading, because I gotta fix that in the morning.
Yep.
And I'm going to sleep.
Val goes to sleep.
Val goes to sleep. No late night chatter.
It is 4 a.m.
Yeah. You guys, your heads touch the pillow and you are immediately out. Just how beat up. Today is the day that Nora took a dive into the trash, got hit by a bunch of like just fighting sticks and stuff.
She's bruised a little.
Bruised to hell. Today is the day that Val took a Zvezda like trip down from orbit at 4 a.m. and then got thrashed by an Urs. So
Yep.
the moment your heads touch the pillow, you guys are out. Val, Ghost, you hear as Ghost looks around because he doesn't have a bed here.
Oh.
And he's kind of like just rests his chin, like just the very tip of his chin on the edge of your mattress, and just his eyes gonna get big and wet.
Aww. Val just embraces Ghost. I guess she'll try to be like a human pillow for him.
He goes, and immediately, as soon as you give him the go ahead, he gets in the bed and he just kind of settles in. Val, you wake up teetering on the edge of the bed because he's almost pushed you off.
There's room over here,
Dog
buddy.
experiences.
Minus one
if you
for
call
restful sleep.
Ghost, he probably will like take turns like pushing each of you off the bed.
I'm asleep. I'm not gonna call him because I don't want to like just call someone's dog over here. But I don't think Nora would have the instinct to kick him off if he did end up on the bed.
If he did get, yeah, he probably takes turns, just kind of like just going from one bed to the other. It's a friendly puppy. Back downstairs, Cricket. What are you doing? As everyone's gone to bed, Wyatt is just nursing this little bottle of tequila. The last dregs of it left. Emmanuel's gone to bed. The lounge is dark except for the light coming from the hologram projector that is just playing this muted ad sequence on repeat, and Emmanuel's myriads of screens.
She kind of was looking over them, kind of going through them a bit before she kind of took her own data pad and wrote a few things down before heading back to the room that she had to power down for her sleep.
All right. So you could head down to the garage or the cucaracha if you'd like to power down, or you could go into Emmanuel's room to power down. Either one is fine.
Okay. I can't quite remember. Was she sharing one with him, or did she?
Yeah, you can share one. Yeah, you can share one with him.
Okay.
Or you can like take the garage or take the van.
She'll
down here in the lounge.
She'll go back because I believe he left a pizza slice somewhere in the.
There's 2 pizza slices inside the fridge, like in a covered plate that says like Cricket with a little piece of electronic paper on them, and there's a microwave.
Okay, she's gonna finally eat that extremely old cold ass pizza, and then in his room power down there.
Ah,
All right.
shit. I was hoping to watch you eat. Let's see how this works.
Damn it! It's actually her little mouth thing. You've seen it before. It goes into that little.
Just
It
feed the
opens.
pizza through the slot.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's just dark in there. You don't see what's in though.
roll it in and slide it up. All right. Wyatt, you are left kind of like alone here with your thoughts and the mostly empty bottle of vodka as
So depressing.
your data pad goes off just with a response.
Response.
I'll check the data pad, and I'm just gonna set it aside.
You hear on your next to your ear, might be a good idea to call sooner rather than later, don't you think?
As on tonight? Is it tomorrow?
I mean, they're obviously at the data pad.
Oh yeah. I guess you did say. Okay. I'm gonna walk outside.
Okay, you work outside the cool night air. You're much higher, you're higher than you were before. So the air actually is cool out here. Hits you like in the face. You take a deep breath as you step out onto the sort of this fire escape type ladder that hugs the side of the garage building.
I'm gonna roll perception. Make sure nobody's around.
Give me a perception check.
As if I'm any good at this. Hey, look at that. 4 out of 5.
4. Everyone seems to have turned in for the night. Lights are off. The only light you see is the flickering light of the lounge room. There's lights in other buildings around. Like there's stuff, there's people on the street that you can see, but no one is in the immediate vicinity to you.
Okay. I'll light up a synth cigar. As I'm leaning against the wall, and I'll call.
Data pad rings. You hear a deep voice on the other side. Oh, the prodigal son returns. It's good to hear from you. I was worried.
Were you?
One has to protect one's investments. And you did leave something unfinished.
Yeah, well, I'm still alive.
And I am glad. Can I expect you to fulfill your end of the bargain?
I'm working on it. I just need more
About
time.
what you
Maybe
sent
some
me.
resources.
I've given you so many resources, Wyatt. However, you have piqued my interest. Someone seems to be very interested in my past activities. Someone near where you are now. In the 6th district, am I right?
I was right.
Keep an eye on them. Report to me. No need to rattle the coop just yet. Maybe those resources you need will become available if you do things right this time.
Well, I didn't exactly have all the information I needed to do that job.
What information can I provide?
Maybe more about the bodyguards that were gonna kill me. It's fine.
Ideally, the bodyguards would never have to engage at all.
Does this buy me more time?
Yes. Keep reporting on these people that are so interested in me. And do your job. I'll make sure to keep yours safe.
Fine. They're
Good, we
harmless.
have an understanding. What was that?
So they're harmless.
You hear like a deep rumbling. Good, we have an understanding. You keep your end of the bargain, I'll keep mine. Ariella and Alyssa send their regards. Call cuts.
Oh, he's always fun to talk to.
You hear, I mean, I think overall that was a good call, right? He knows where we are anyways.
Of course he does. He's got a fucking tracker on my spine.
Would make it easier if the doc had removed that, but hey, we play with what we have.
Yeah, I don't think you would have liked it if that was gone.
They're skilled though. You saw them today. Maybe we can just aim them in the right direction? Aim them at her?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see how that goes.
I'd turn in for the night, boss. You're mostly alcohol at this point.
Yep. That's what I've been for a while. Just go to sleep.
I don't really do that, but I can pretend.
Please.
Alright. Night, boss.
Good night.
Sweet dreams.
I'll go back inside.
You go to bed?
Yeah, I'll just go to bed.
Finish off the last bits of the bottle. Stumble into the darkened hallway. Glance at the closed door of the room where Jukuk went into and just go to the one across the way. Empty room that had been prepped for Val that morning. You'll just step in and face plant onto the mattress. You fall into this fast, dreamless sleep. What is everyone's morning routine as you all start to wake up one by one? Val, you go first. You wake up first.
Okay. Her morning routine is actually very regimented. Normally she would actually probably wake up at like 7 or 8 a.m., but because she was up late last evening, like she'll settle for 10. She will, just do all the regular things like brush her teeth and shower and stuff, but also she's going to try to... is there like a nearby dog park that Val could take Ghost to? Because she probably takes him to like play exercise for like an hour as part of her morning regimen.
Give me a survival check or a perception check.
It's a dog park with like a 10 by 10 foot square of grass.
It's not even grass, it's just like green painted concrete.
Yeah.
I would say you don't find like precisely a dog park, but you do find a sort of like somewhat derelict skater like park type thing, and it does have like little sections of like gravel and like grass and stuff like that. The grass is kind of like yellowed. From like as you're walking by, there's people kind of like walking around. Lots of activity here. You do have to probably go up one level up as you're looking for and asking around. Ghost is just kind of like freaking out at this whole new place. So many people that All of them potential threats. As he's like, but he's a good boy. He's like very attentive. And you eventually do find this park. You gather that kids are probably at school right now, so that's why it's kind of derelict. But you guys you can take Ghost there and spend an hour doing like just exercise, and also doing a bit of working out yourself, probably with him.
Yeah. Also, I guess if I have to go to another level for this, she'll just message everyone at Lev's garage that she'll be back at 1100, and that she just went to take Ghost out for a little bit.
All right. You guys, you can like get a couple messages back. Lev sends you like an affirmative. Emmanuel kind of goes like 1100 what?
Exactly. What does that mean?
Belle just rolls her eye. She doesn't answer.
As you are like out working out, Nora, you kind of come to. You stretch a little bit. You wake up a little bit earlier. You feel like a little bit of like a tiny sting under your eyes, but you're somewhat energized. Even though things didn't go as well as you expected yesterday, they could have gone so much worse. You know.
Yeah.
Though you do feel a pang of like, ugh, when you look at your suit and you see like a whole sleeve just got eaten through with a bit of corrosion that you've cleaned up the best you could.
Oh, you know what? I have my PJs actually.
Oh, do you have another roll?
I actually don't have PJs, but I have like my workout clothes.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
And I don't even
shit.
have makeup on today. Because I just fucking woke up. Let's get that on. There we go.
That's cool.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Nice.
I made so many.
Still wearing the fingerless gloves though, just like.
Well,
Hey,
that's the
no.
only version I have. I don't know if she's well, she might be wearing them because she's gonna have to go ask Lev for some tools to fix her armor.
Yep, that is true.
I love them. Jeez.
You wake up. Do you wanna kind of like just look for Lev?
Yeah.
You come downstairs and you first arrive. You see, like, as you come out the stairs and start making your way down, you see there's about like 4 people downstairs on the first floor, kind of working on a new car that's come in. You don't see the shuttle car from yesterday. The cucaracha's still there on the side. And you see Lev kind of like arms crossed, talking to a short man in enforcer gear. But he has this kind of like almost like shoulder tassels and like a single like golden tassel that kind of crosses from one shoulder to the other over the chest. And he's wearing one of those like slightly, and it looks kind of comical because it is a short man with like a little bit of like a like split mustache that just kind of hits right over the smile lines almost. And he's wearing like a very tall enforcer like furred hat with the same kind of like mustard color long coat. He doesn't have a weapon, and behind him is a much larger man, also an enforcer, just kind of looking around, chatting with the mechanics as they get up to like what is obviously very legal shit. And he's just kind of like talking to Lev. He has kind of like this palish skin, somewhat Asian features, and he's very short.
Morning.
As you step down, Lev kind of goes like, well, Sleeping Beauty wakes up.
Oh, thank
Morning,
you.
Nora. This is Vice Captain Yoon. He kind of like nods. Good morning, I guess. Still, yes.
Oh, we were out late last night.
Lev, I know you woke me up, which I mean I appreciate. My back would have been killing me if I
Well,
slept.
left you sleeping in the chair.
My back would have been killing me if I slept all night in a chair. We are letting Cricket and Joke and Wyatt rest for a little bit. And Val was up about an hour ago asking about the dog park. Closest thing is a skater park when level up, so she's over there.
Oh, okay. I need to. We ran into a little bit of a scuffle yesterday. Did Val tell you anything?
Lev kind of shakes his head. No, she did say yesterday that you would update me on the situation today. I mean, you as a group. So I'm just waiting for everyone to be up. But Yoon kind of like clears his throat. Reaper had his work cut out for him over on the 5th mega block today.
Did he?
Yes, and I had interesting descriptions from my men over there about who did us a community service of sorts. Left kind of like gives you a smirk and lifts an eyebrow. 5th, isn't that where your garage is, Nora?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Give me a deception check.
I have to go.
That's a...
Is that a crit fail? Or are you gonna roll first? This is my first strat.
All right. Levin looks at you, Nora, and just kind of like, right. All right. Well,
To be fair, love, it did give us some really good information, and I suppose since Enforcer Yoon is here, you know that.
I thought you didn't know anything about that.
I thought he looked at me like he knew what I said.
I mean, he looked at you, but he didn't say anything.
Anyway,
He kind of looks at Enforcer Yoon and goes like, well, thank you for keeping me updated, Yoon. I was like, of course, Levin. And I appreciate your contributions, as always. Levin, it's my pleasure. What can I help you with, Nora?
I was wondering, as I was saying, we ran into a little bit of an issue yesterday that's been taken care of since. Do you have any tools that I could use to pretty up my armor?
This is a garage, and he points you in to the first floor, and you see as you go in, there's space for 2 more other cars under the building, sort of, and the wall is lined with tools and workbenches.
All right. So there's workbenches. Okay. Well, I'll be there, I guess.
You know, someone was like, we'll try to get everyone up in about an hour maybe, and maybe we can have some lunch and discuss whatever it is that happened yesterday.
Yeah. Lots of fun stories to tell. Anyway, I'll see you.
Levin smiles and you kind of Lillian, give me a check to repair the crafting test.
I'm gonna pick up a sandwich or I don't know, frozen burrito or something on the way.
Along the way, all right.
A test to repair.
Yeah.
So it's a crafting, right?
You can do
Crafting and strength. No, does any of this give advantages like the workshop itself?
Unfortunately, no. Yeah, this is not so much a proper facility, but it's more the fact that
I didn't get it.
Your armor's still corroded.
Okay.
Right. I'll say as you're repairing this, you hear outside ruff, 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 as Val is kind of coming back jogging with Ghost. Val, is there anything else you'd like to do in the morning as you come back with Ghost at around 11?
Probably not. Maybe just well, I guess we're about to eat lunch, so yeah, no, she'll just come back, say hi to anyone that's awake and stuff, and I assume that she's probably just waiting for everyone to awake so that there can be a group debriefing with Lev.
All right. In the meantime, upstairs, as Val is kind of probably taking a shower and changing, and Nora is like struggling with her, like just like grunting as like she's trying to get the thing fixed, or like reinforce her suit. Cricket, you feel at around the internal systems of the power armor say noon, a tung 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 in the front of the armor, like someone tapping the front of a helmet.
The lights on the eyes will kind of light up. She'll hear, as she hears it, hello.
Flickers up. You see Emmanuel standing there as the ocular sensors kind of power up and focus in. He goes like, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
the armor's fully charged, so I'm glad you're remembering that, because when the times you've forgotten, we've had to go like pick you up and stuff. But you're fully charged. It's about noon. I figured I'd kind of like wake you up. If you're gonna go have lunch with everyone. Slept inside the armor again?
Yeah, I'm not ready to come out. I don't know how I feel about anybody here.
No.
Give me the heebie-jeebies.
I get you. I understand. There's a lot of new people. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
I just no worries. I just wanted to let you know. Kind of like he sits down on the bed and kind of like looks up at you and kind of scratches the back of his head and goes like, so see, sorry to ask, but sorry to like, I am definitely gonna help you with this data pad thing. I know I told you not to tell me yesterday because like this could be done to someone dangerous. What are you hoping to find in there?
Well, I have some answers that I need for what this whole situation is with this virus. It's really important.
So this is about Helsa.
Yeah. It's the only way I will be able to stop thinking about it.
He nods and I was like, no, I get you. Listen, she was really good to me too. So, I'll help however I can. I may have to take an excursion to the night zone tomorrow if Joe can't help me with the data pad. But I think I can find some cold wear that's stronger down there, maybe a little bit less regulated. I got some Haven contacts. Maybe you can even get me in touch with Virtue.
As long as you stay safe. I don't want you also perishing over this information. Just do your best to do it in the smartest way possible.
He nods. I can take care of myself. I hope I can take care of it. No, I can take care of myself. And hey, worst case scenario, I got biggest, meanest mechanic this side of Sixth Sister, right? And he kind of just like gives you like a little fist bump on the side of your shoulder. He's like a dong, and he's like, ooh, shakes his hand.
Perfect. Yeah, you have all my belief and trust.
All right. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go tomorrow, and if anything pops up, I'll send you a message, and the datapad should be safe here, unless you prefer if I just give it to you while I'm running errands.
Do you need it physically within your presence in order to work on it? Because if you don't, I would prefer to have it in my vicinity, at least so I can look at it periodically. But if you need it, I will not request to take it.
He kind of nods and goes like, to work on it, yeah. But when I go to the night zone to like get stuff, I probably won't actually need it in that moment. So maybe it's best if you keep it on you, right?
I prefer to do that, yes. Thank you.
I'm gonna poke Joke's brain when he's up. Maybe the two of us working together can figure out what's so hard to break into this thing. And if we can't, then I'll make that Night Zone trip, and I'll just give it to you for the time being.
All right. Sounds good. And try to keep any information that you find about this between you and Joke only. I do realize that, again, I'm not too sure about the others. Joke already knows about much of it, so if you keep it just between you two, I would be much appreciative.
He nods and kind of looks around, leans in, and was like, yeah, no, and like, okay, so Lev trusts this Val chick? I don't know, I get a bad feeling about her.
I am undecided on my feelings on either of the individuals. I have not had a sufficient amount of time to gauge their angles. But
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
No, Val comes off as a very orderly individual, with little goals, but to maybe lead us, but I am not sure again.
Yeah, but because the thing is, like, okay, so, and I know Lev probably knows what he's doing, but Soko knows this Nora chick, and he knows Wyatt, and he trusts them, you know, and Joke is local. But this chick, I don't know where she came from. Like, time I've known Lev, time you've known Lev, when has he ever left 6? When did he meet this chick?
That is a good point. She came out of nowhere.
Right? And she comes out of nowhere and she's expected to give us, well, you guys, orders?
You know me. I am really good with taking orders. It's just protocol. However, yes, it is a bit strange when she has no past history with, from what I see, Lev or anyone here. Just wandering in. Makes more sense with the others, however.
Nods. It's like, listen, if you ever see a chance, you can get me her data pad or something. I can snoop. Just make sure, you know, she's on the up and up. If you wanna. Just saying, because you're my best friend, and I'm sure you consider me a colleague. If you're gonna be following orders from her, I just want to make sure she's not gonna like lead you astray or anything.
True. I'm not a fan of stealing, however, you have requested it, and I will do my best to try to get it from her, at least. Just, we can't spend too much time. I don't wish for her to notice.
I was gonna say, yeah, and I mean, I'm not telling you, if you don't feel comfortable with it, that's fine. If you want it, I can do that for you. Cause like,
for you, no, I can. You've done much for me. That is the very least I can do, and would be lying if I were to say that I am not also interested in said information.
He nods. You hear a voice coming from outside the kitchen. You hear Soko's voice like, Emmanuel, it's cricket out. Pancakes are almost ready. And it's like, oh god, yeah, Soko tried to make pancakes. Listen, just remember when we installed the secondary inductor port? So you just put the pancake in there and just eject it out the back. He won't notice.
I have built a spare port in the back of my actual suit for this specific occasion, so don't worry.
Awesome, yeah, because like, I don't know why they teach backend, but cooking is not one of those things.
So excited.
Stands up, gives you 2 thumbs up, and walks out. Cricket, you notice there is, like, because you can't hang out here often, there is a power armor charging port, because as part of the rules of your power armor, it needs to charge overnight for you to keep using it. So you're fully charged as you disconnect the charging port, and you can step out. In the meantime, Jock, you're laying there, passed out, and you feel something hit your forehead, cold and wet, and then something else hit your cheek, and then one more, like right in the corner, like on the like on the bridge of your nose, like on the inside. Like it almost feels like a drop of cold water, but it's more dense, and it kind of like sticks a little bit.
I'm still laying on the blanket, right?
You're laying on the blanket on the bedroll, on the
Yes.
sleeping bag on the floor.
On the floor, yeah. I'll just start rolling over and over in the blanket and make a little yokel burrito and cover up my face.
As you cover out your face, you feel the same thing, but this time hits your earlobe.
Leave me alone.
You hear, well, I mean, you turned, so I can't get your mouth. As you open your eye and see Ada sitting in the bathroom, breaking little pieces of toilet paper and just getting them under the sink and just throwing little wet pieces of toilet paper at you from the bathroom onto the floor.
Don't you have job to do, woman? Go away.
No,
leave
day
me
off.
alone. You
Soko
don't
told me
deserve a
to-
day off.
Wake you up so he can subject you to pancakes.
I don't know. Pancakes? Soko's pancakes?
Soko's pancakes, yep.
Why do you
Fortunately,
hate-
I'm having woman troubles today, so I'm not hungry. Throws another, hits you in the head.
Okay, I'm getting up. Stop shooting spitballs at me.
He smiles. I am not spitting on it. It's just water from the tap. I'm not gross.
Oh, yes, of course, because that would be gross.
You see her
Like
kind of
looking around, like picking them off of the fucking bedroll.
bedroll. Yeah, she only threw about like a dozen. You see her. We need different music. I don't know why I'm playing this.
So spooky in your
It's
room.
very
Why?
It's the pancakes, really.
Yeah, it's the looming threat of Soko's pancakes.
We're not ready.
Prepare yourself, Tyler. You're about to get stressed again.
Pancakes first.
About to take an endurance wound from breakfast.
Let's just play. All right, so you wake up and you kind of like sit up a little bit, like groggily shaking in your face. You see Ada now, kind of like just properly dressed, just kind of like a little bit of like a one shoulder top that kind of like falls down, and a pair of like knee length like short jeans that she's kind of like rolled up even more, and wearing like a pair of like just simple sneakers with like oh my god, how do you call this? Ankle high socks. And she kind of crosses her legs and goes like, "So, how was the vandal yesterday?"
I got to meet Duric. He's a real character. Apparently, you've been there before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a runner for Lev, so just go and just she can't
You
open her
go there
mouth and
by
close
yourself?
it. At first with Soko, then by myself. They're fine. I mean, I'm one of Levin's people, and Levin pays Duric to make sure nothing happens to us.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and Sladana's cool, and so is Keg. I love Keg.
Yeah, I did really like Keg, actually.
So he's gotten weird since they installed that VI mount on him.
Oh, you knew him from before then? So what was that like? He was just a drone? Who was... like?
He was just a mech, but he liked telling his story.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
cool, cute little story. Kept repeating about how he was Duric's best friend, and which I think he might be, like, for real.
No, I'm pretty sure I've seen the way that man looks at pipes, and I think he has more emotional attachment to inanimate objects than human beings.
She laughs a little bit and shakes her head and goes like, man. And you didn't... And she kind of puts her hands, like her thumb and in like a pinky finger stretched out and mimics like drinking.
Huh?
You didn't drink anything, did you?
Just one. Everybody was drinking. It was fine. And it's keg. How could you say no to keg? Actually, it was 2 drinks.
Joke.
What?
This is why I told Levin not to send you to the Vandal.
He's lighting up a scent smoke right now. It's fine. I stopped. I didn't go overboard. You didn't even have to come and fetch me.
Stomps forward and just sits down, kind of like crisscross applesauce on the bedroll, like in front of you, and just kind of plucks the scent smoke out of your mouth and goes like, "Listen, I'm fine with smokes because I smoke too, and drinks are okay, but like I just don't want you to end up like I found you last time."
Yeah. Get away from me! I smell like. I'm beginning to smell like Nora smelled like yesterday.
Yes. Sniffs like, I mean, you smell like the Vandal. You smell like smoke, which is better than you smelling like booze. And he kind of like pops the scent smoke back into your mouth.
Thank you. Did I leave any clothes here? He starts like poking through her dresser.
Yeah, I think you have a duffel bag. What we got from your aunt's place.
Okay. Let's see. Well, okay, I can make this work, I guess.
Listen, I was thinking maybe next week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one sec. I'm getting a little whisper that I need to reply to real quick.
Okay.
You don't have to respond to it right away.
He's putting a change of clothes into the bathroom.
So I can
Oh,
change.
good. Yes, these are very flowery shampoos. I'm going to smell wonderful.
Okay, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't have like 15-in-1 for dreads.
I mean, it's cheap, so.
Yeah, but that's not the point. It's gonna fall off just from the weight. She goes like, listen. You're starting to work. It's great. Levin seems happy that you all are here, really. I think he's kind of like this mother hen thing where like he wants to adopt us and protect us or something. So I ain't complaining. I think I could hop by 5th, like next week. If you're okay with it.
5th? You?
Yeah. You. With me. I can go with you.
For what?
Go see your friends, maybe? Let them know you're alive?
Shit. Yeah. I'll text Sadi today. I will. I promise.
Just Miles.
I'll call her. I'll call her later this evening. I've got some.
Do you mean this, Chocolate?
Yes.
Okay, cool. She smiles and goes, "Good, all right." And she kind of leans back a little bit and just rests her hands behind herself. Yeah, cool. So I ain't gonna push you. I know this stuff takes time, but if you do want to go to Biogen, let me know. I'll go with. I haven't stayed in a while either.
Yeah. I don't know about going there, but I can call Sadi.
All right, you know what? I will set up for a call right now.
There we go.
And now you guys hear Soko. We're like, "Hey, where is everyone? Pancakes are almost ready."
If he asks, I'm in the shower, and he closes the bathroom door.
All right, close the bathroom door. Wyatt, you are mostly woken up by a beep of a data pad alarm and just the movement outside and Soko's voice telling about pancakes.
Oh, God. He's been up.
Oh, you've been up?
Late. No, he was up really late, so he's just kind of trying to sleep longer. He'll just trying to roll over and cover his head with a pillow. Ignore that. He's fully nude, by the way. As nude as a cyborg can get, at least.
Can get.
Now we know why he wanted to sleep alone.
Chrome butt facing up.
All cheeked
Take
up
the
on
dick
a
extension
Tuesday.
off already.
The dick extension.
Never.
Unscrewed it.
It's on the side. It's on the bedside table.
It's the lamp.
God. The clapper lamp.
It's like that lamp where you like squeeze it to like turn it on
No.
and off.
Oh,
the one,
yeah.
the one where you like. Oh,
Roll
I
it
can't even say it. Yeah, you roll it back.
Oh my god. Do you get up, Wyatt, or you just ignore the?
How annoying is he gonna be about this?
He's yelling about pancakes.
Jesus
I've got
Christ.
music blaring in the garage or in the workbench where I'm at.
And the
So
workbench downstairs.
I'm
You
not
hear
listening.
music coming from below.
So there's a lot of noises going on. Fine. I'll
Yep.
fucking get up. I'm not putting pants on for this. I'll walk out. Is Soko like in the kitchen area? I guess like right outside where my room would be.
Yeah, if you go out the lounge, you can see him. The kind of like he has like a little chef's hat that's like a bit too small for his gigantic head, tilted a little bit, and he's got like a giant stack of pancakes. And there's only two types of pancakes that you can see that he's made: burnt and undercooked.
Soko, you really. Never mind. Thanks. I'll walk over there and grab some off the table. And I'll try to eat some.
You try to eat some. Soko turns around and is like, rough night last night, huh?
It was a rough day yesterday. You saw me.
He kind of goes like, oh, that's true. I am surprised you're even up, Wyatt. You were pretty much dead when we found you, and that was like, what, 24 hours? Well, 26 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly. So, there's a decent breakfast. Too much to ask for a guy who just came back to life.
What do you mean, decent? This is Soko's Uncle Soko's pancakes. Come on, full stacks.
Soko, these are
Here, artificial
terrible.
maple syrup, Nutri-Paste rainbow.
This
You just
is
put it on top, make a parfait out of it.
possibly the worst thing I've ever eaten.
Ada kind of like walks out, goes like, Soko, Joker's in the shower. He'll be right out. He says to save him a big fat stack of pancakes. Let me help you with those undercooked ones. Just put him a little bit. She kind of like scoots past him. Downstairs, Nora. Levin finishes talking to Levin's talking to Yoon, this like enforcer. He finishes up a little bit and then he kind of looks around and he steps over. Valestina, are you did you go to like shower and stuff? Are you on the first floor? Where are you right now?
Yeah, I imagine she came back to shower. I guess if she heard Soko's pancakes, I guess she...
You are probably the only person in this building that has not been warned about the pancakes.
I see. Yeah, she would have, like, gone to sit down, fully not expecting anything, and then she's gonna see the pancakes. Be like, see. Soko, where did you learn how to make pancakes?
So I was like, growing up, I was, I guess you would call it, if you want to be diplomatic, an intern, or a. I was a soldier for the Kingdom of Sauvé, and we didn't have much to work with. He says he kind of like flips a pancake and just sticks to the ceiling and goes like, "Oh shit! Well, it'll come back eventually." And he can just holds the pan up to the pancake to just catch it whenever it sticks. He was like, "I learned how to cook many things on the field just to keep everyone, fed, and we had to make do with what we were given. We were fighting our funny pirates back then."
I see. I'm certainly no stranger to that sentiment, but
Yeah. He smiles and is like,
Val
"So I
just
assume
kinda-
you liked him."
Val just... She actually hadn't even taken a single bite, but she doesn't even... she doesn't deny his words. She just nods with a forced smile.
So, Val, Wyatt, you guys, Wyatt was sitting right next to you. Val actually came out. Joke and Cricket are not quite out yet. Downstairs, Nora, as you, how is Nora reacting to not being able to fix the armor right now?
I would like to say she's calm, but she's very frustrated, and she's just she's kind of trying to scrub off this corrosion, and she looks at it, and she just see it's bubbles back to the top or whatever, and she's like trying to stay calm, but very, very pissed. And she ends up just throwing a brush or something
to the side, right? Yeah, seeing the brush clatter. The four mechanics who are here just kind of turn towards you, and Levin, who was just finished talking to Yoon, goes like, "All right, thank you, Yoon. I appreciate it, and we'll see each other. When is the meeting? In 2 weeks." And Yoon goes like, "I'll have to speak with the others, but I think so." They shake their hands, and Levin kind of walks up to you and goes like, "Everything all right?"
She takes a deep breath and sits up a little straighter. Yeah, just haven't dealt with whatever the hell this is before, so I'm having a learning experience trying to figure out how to get it off my fucking armor.
That's place rock stuff. You are not familiar with the Night Zone, so I understand that it would not be something you've encountered. Perhaps Cricket can help you with it.
Yeah, I haven't really been shot with acid before either.
Hey, first time for everything. And you made it out, even after you disobeyed my orders, and I assume tricked Valestina into doing so as well?
I was just obeying Valestina's orders. I didn't trick her into doing anything. I laid the rules down. I told her, hey, I have a car over here.
She doesn't know that name.
Sorry, Val. My bad.
Yeah.
I told her where my car was, where my garage was. I said we can have a much better ride, and she agreed.
Val is very, very proficient and skilled. She also comes from an organization where she could expect to fully trust her troops. So I appreciate that you're teaching her the Radinovi ways. But try to do it in a way that might not get you and her killed.
We were fine, Lev.
Alright. I asked about your bounty last night. I'm trying to pick some stuff up.
I'm gonna check over my shoulder. No one's in here, right?
None of your companions are here. There's the four mechanics are on the other side of the garage. They don't seem to be paying particular attention. He kind of goes like, since we are making it known that you are working for me, that means society should be able to keep this under wraps. As long as you didn't, as long as you don't antagonize Duric whenever you go talk to him.
I'll try. I have a hard time not being intimidating.
Have you ever heard of the branch?
No.
It's new, disruptive. Young, hot-headed agents and people who would like to be agents that got organized a couple of years back, and they've been making a mess of things since.
After, I guess, everything.
After 324, yes. Awful big vacuum of power was created that day. And let's say those that are trying to capitalize on it or trying to fill it are not the most harmonious or patient people.
I have no idea what it's like, I guess.
Do you have an idea who put the bounty on you? Am I allowed to know?
As long as you don't tell. And I mean, really, Uncle, if you...
I won't tell.
I want to handle this on my own, okay?
You're a professional now. So yeah. I'll help however I can.
I called up Daniil to get me a place before I came back. And he picked a place in 3rd. So I was like, great, I'll be close to the splatter, you know, it'll be cool. We can... I shouldn't have told you that. Anyway, I thought it was gonna be cool, and then these guys showed up, this scrap armor put to it's kind of shoddy, you know, and it had a skull with a serpent. Is that right?
Yeah.
And
Slithers. Skyway Gang.
sorry, what?
Slithers.
Leathers.
Skyway Gang.
That doesn't have anything to do with serpent thing, right? Stuff.
No, not that I know of.
Are you sure? Because Daniil asked the guy who tried to take me in if that meant he was cool with Mr. Lee.
That checks out. Nora, listen. You cannot go back to 7.
I know.
We are gonna... He puts a hand on your shoulder. Goes, sweetie, the bounty wasn't on you. Not explicitly, at least. And he brings out his data pad and shows you something.
Is this a whisper or is it on?
The whisper.
I don't... Oh, there we go. Wait. So that means...
This was sent through some back channels a few days ago.
So he doesn't even know who I am.
Let's keep it that way.
Okay. Okay. But...
The others can defend themselves, I'm sure.
Are you sure? Because this is...
For now, it is better if this city thinks you are in Sofia.
Okay.
He puts the pad away. Go have pancakes or Soko will cry. I'm also expecting a debriefing from all of you, and he grabs over his shoulders, kind of pushes you forward a little bit as he turns towards the four mechanics and goes like, and get back to work, and pushes you up the stairs to the second floor, to the third floor, I guess, to the no, the second, to the third, lounge. Cricket, do you head out to the lounge as well? Or are you doing something else before you head out?
She does a few little things with her suit before leaving, but yeah, for the most part, she ends up down with everybody. Soko's pancakes.
Right. And eventually, I assume, Joke, you ran out of excuses to not leave the shower?
Yeah. He's got some yeah. I imagine his clothes are probably clothes are probably okay.
All right. So with all of you now in the lounge, Val, Soko is fully devolved into telling war stories.
Oh no.
And I will say the people who are here at this point, Val, Wyatt, and Cricket, you can all give me a knowledge check or an empathy check if you'd like, because Joke and Nora show up a little bit later.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Knowledge with intelligence or empathy with insight. You guys can pick.
2.
Knowledge with intelligence. Knowledge.
It must be so frustrating for people to watch me try to click on things.
Aww. Yoki.
I scrolled through that list 3 times trying
Advantages,
to find
yeah.
Yes. It was knowledge and intelligence, right?
Or insight and empathy. Your call.
I was just checking what I knew I had something in there.
All right, so yeah, you guys hear these crazy war stories of these blasted planets, what is essentially Soko and his what they call his brothers fighting these crazy junker and oil gangs in a Mad Max looking planet type thing, just nuts. Cricket, I'm gonna whisper you.
Yeah. Awesome.
Real quick.
Nora walks in all sweaty, even though she hasn't even been doing anything.
At this point, while I whisper Cricket, Nora and Nora gets brought into the room by Lev, and Jock exits the Ada's room, smelling very strongly of Ada's very flowery shampoo.
Oh yes.
Nora's just gonna quietly sit down at the table. I think she's thinking. She's doing the math.
Cricket's gonna be staring at you the whole time, by the way, or at least Nora.
doing Nora math.
Yeah, she's doing the math emote.
All right, and sent you a whisper on your data pad, Cricket, as you listen to these stories from Soko, these crazy stuff. He recounts an encounter where they chased off these kind of crazy bike doing things. They had air support from these beautiful silver needle ships, and then they kind of chased them and chase these guys under a cave, a tunnel, and this massive eyeless lizard came out and just almost ate 2 of his quote unquote brothers. And they kind of had to fight this thing, and just kind of kept digging under the ground. And it was according to him, they fought a dragon. All while he makes these pancakes, and then Ada, it kind of goes to Ada assembly line. She tries to fix them the best she can and slice them over. And once you're all sitting in place with a stack of pancakes, Levin walks to one end of the counter bar, and he kind of goes all right, it's a little bit late to be doing this, or at least usually when I do these, I do this in the morning, and I hope we can do that in the morning from now on, but I understand that you guys had much to do yesterday. Wyatt, Emmanuel did give you 200 credits for groceries. We expect those to be spent on groceries today. Emmanuel goes like, "Hey, no hard feelings. Like you got me. You really did get me. But we also really do need bread. So
we will go on a supply trip for sure."
11, excellent. 2, you guys went yesterday to Nora's garage and encountered some Prisrak there, I believe, which I guess makes me think that there is more to this story. Val, you told me yesterday that you would give me a bit of a debriefing today?
Yes.
As to why you guys came back so late yesterday.
Yes. So I guess I might as well start from the beginning. When we set out yesterday, it was roughly at around 1500 hours. We were following a lead on a vehicle acquisition that Nora had told us about. We went to a garage where she believed that it would be held, but we ran into Prisrak there. We had an encounter with them. None of us got hurt. We did manage to neutralize the Prisrak and also inform the enforcers that were staked out nearby that they had been taken care of. During that encounter, there managed to be one survivor that we managed to get information from in terms of why the Prisrak were able to have an incursion into the territory. As it turns out, there is a inside mall in Duric's branch of the society by the name of Hewitt. So, following that lead, that naturally led us into one of the jobs that you assigned us, and roughly at around 2100 hours yesterday, we went to Duric's place, spoke with him, and it turns out, and we gave him the information that he had been compromised in his network in regards to Hewitt. So he is. We came to an agreement that Duric would offer assistance to us in exchange if we help him apprehend this Hewitt, to which he has pulled some strings to make apprehending him a little easier at 1400 today in a few hours. A lot has happened yesterday. We definitely were out a lot later than we expected, but we did get a lot of good leads related to the job you sent us for. So that accounts for the debriefing, I think, unless anyone thinks I missed anything.
I will say, Duric is going to get Hewitt to start his shift at 1400 hours. So you guys have from that point on to go handle him. So you don't have to be there like that time exact. It's like from that time on, he's going to be there.
Good.
Nice.
I got shit to do.
So that does give you guys a little bit more flexibility.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that Duric said he would help us for in exchange, since the car was not present for what we were looking for at the garage, he might be able to pull a few strings and try to help us with that if we do this Hewitt matter for him.
Nevan looks down, goes like, and looks at Nora.
Keeps me from going down to the skin pit, whatever the fuck that is.
You know what? Just for that whole little play, I kind of feel like sending you guys down to buy something at the skin pit, but I'm not going to.
Really? That would be kind of cool.
Not if they are currently... Okay. That was a very well done, everyone. You managed to sniff out this gap in society. Duric said he would fix it then if you produce this person. Did he, like, send you? Because he's supposed to handle that.
Wyatt made an offer, kind of.
He looks at Wyatt.
Negotiating?
Yeah, negotiating.
All right. I guess he's not. I guess you're trading his help with Nora's car for
Yeah,
helping
pretty
him.
much.
Yeah.
He said it would be a few days to get Hewitt out of his spot, so we figured we could get it done faster too.
And you could get your car faster that way.
Well,
That
we don't
may
have to go
be
to
an
skin
ulterior
pits.
motive, yes.
Yeah.
And we don't have to go to the skin pits.
And you don't have to go to the skin pits.
And once all this is taken care of, Duric gives assurances that the terms of the agreement will be upheld. He seems quite keen on keeping those terms fulfilled.
I don't trust Duric to always be on our side, but I do trust him to tell us when he is going to stop being on our side. So if he says that he will fulfill his end of the bargain, then he will.
Seems like you'll know he's not on your side anymore about the time a pole meets your face.
Oh, did he
Or a
do the pipe thing?
Yep.
He
has a very
has-
showy style.
Yeah, the first time I met him, he was interrogating someone. I think he keeps them in a back room and brings them out whenever he's going to meet new people. All right. Well, that is good to know. That means then that
You can answer that later if you want.
he goes like, I believe then a celebration seems to be in order. Doesn't have to be today, doesn't have to be tomorrow, but you do seem to have fulfilled at least one of the jobs I gave you. And I did promise some credits for this. He kind of like looks at his data pad, types a few things, and just like puts a crest stick, another crest stick, and slides over to each of you.
You getting paid.
300 credits to each.
Nice.
You're
We haven't even
welcome.
finished the
Yeah.
job yet, but that's cool.
He goes like, as far as I'm concerned, everything from this point on is your agreement with Duric, and he has said that he will fix this problem, so this is done.
Cool.
Indeed. In regards to the other thing you had assigned us, the only new development that we have there is that we did ask Duric if he might have any information as to why these rumors for Marino would circulate. He didn't have any direct guesses himself, but he directed us to his son, who we will question at any further time.
You're going to question Maurizio. You think he has something to do with it?
Val shrugs.
How old is he?
Not unlike your age.
12.
I could.
Okay, it's like,
Val
No.
said. Oh, Val will say. Probably don't need to do anything. Anything crazy. From what it sounds like, he likes to visit a certain nightclub. It's very loose-lipped. Probably could be easy to get him to talk with some persuasion. So,
a nightclub. Kind of like. Think the Turkey.
Yeah.
yes, that was the one.
The Turkey is a sauna.
Oh, let me sweet talk him. I can take care of it.
Alright.
Okay.
All right. Well, you are welcome to talk to Maurizio. We still don't know if Marino is trying to pull something. We've been friends for a long time. I can't just straight up and ask him, "Hey, are you trying to screw me?" So, if you do talk to Maurizio, be tactful. Do not kill him or beat him up or anything like that. And just see what you can get out of it. There's also the people that Jokuk and Wyatt and Soko ran into in the clinic. If you can track them down, they could give you some information. And being that they are vagrants, Mauricio is definitely not a bad lead. But to keep in mind, he is the son of a friend who is also an influential person.
I'll be nice.
Well,
And yes, the Turkey is a sauna. So just keep that in mind.
I see. I'll take that into consideration. It's good to know.
Gas smiles and goes, go ahead, Wyatt.
While we're sitting around the table with like pancakes on our plates and stuff, I'm grabbing the plate and then my arm malfunctions and I fling it across the table.
Your arm sparks and plate flies out, shatters onto the wall. And we're kind of like screams a little bit.
Shit. Sorry.
Assistance? Need it?
Dude, what the fuck?
It
Be right back, guys.
does
Pop the
things.
gasket.
Yeah, possibly.
Do you need repairs?
It should be fine now.
Oh, well, if you need anything repaired, don't forget to come to me.
Or just disassembled.
Or disassembled, yes. Or upgraded. Really anything.
I'm just glaring at Yokuk.
Yoke smiles and gives him a wink.
I think maybe an upgrade is in order.
You need many upgrades, probably.
Well, yeah.
You don't look too good, often. You kind of look sick.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. I figure it's the aim or goal for your face or look. Congratulations.
I don't know if I should be offended by this or just take it as it is, but I'm just gonna leave it.
Shit.
Is Cricket gonna upgrade my
Yeah.
face?
She's gonna upgrade whatever you need. Whatever you need fixed. She just identifies you need something fixed.
Like, hey, you are broken.
You're broken. Something wrong with you.
Levin kind of goes like, well, if speaking of upgrades, you have some credits now. You have to make a bit of a purchase anyway. So it might be worth looking at some places where you can go make some purchases if you need gear or anything of the sort.
Yeah, any suggestions?
He kind of goes like, depends on what you want. There's Cricket. Do you remember you used to work there for a little bit when you were with Goldhound? There's Keever's Yard.
Yeah, I remember.
You guys are so good.
That's Norman Keever. He works with us. He'll give you a good deal, but you'll have to like look through the scrap a little bit to see if there's anything worth it. He can also take whatever you don't need off your hands.
We have a ton of stuff. I forgot we have all that stuff in the van.
We took all their gear. You work for the Goldhound, huh?
And then there is also, if it's someone I work with and know, where's this? Oh my god, I have so many documents I don't know where my note, which is.
Shopping trip next session.
Hey, shopping RP.
I think so. We did just get paid, so.
And we're gonna go sell some more shit. We're about to have a lot of money.
Mhm.
Oh, relative.
And then
to
we're gonna
our
be-
level.
And then we're gonna be
Broke
broke
again.
a couple. Yep.
And then we're gonna turn Nora in for 10,000 credits.
No. No. You already heard Lev. The bounty's not on her.
I didn't hear nothing.
It's a case of mistaken identity.
Nora just making the uwu face. Must have been somebody else.
If you are feeling like spending a little bit more, just one couple levels down on this on Mega Block 19. There's a friend of mine who runs a place called the Ordnance Hall.
Did you say Ordnance Hall?
Ordnance Hall.
Ordnance Hall.
So you have Keever's Yard and the Ordnance Hall.
Keeper's Yard is where?
Keever's Yard is just on level 26 on the same Mega Block.
Where did you put that?
I just wrote it down on the chat.
We're on 17, right?
Yes, you're on 17. But I can actually move you guys to the map and put little markers for them.
So many things to click.
Yep,
Oh, I
that's
see.
our-
The van. We're here.
Oh, thank you.
Before we head out, Cricket, do you think you could help me with my armor? It's kind of bubbling a lot.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I can. Were you hit by their poison? Acid?
It's some sort of corrosive effect, I think.
Um,
It's like weak at the points where it bubbles.
I kind of goes like, left kind of does go like, if you decide these are two places that won't ask you for any documentation to make purchases, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
That's good. Cricket will nod to Nora while he's talking, just not to interrupt him, but to acknowledge what she said, as in, yes, she will.
Appreciate it.
No worries.
Levin smiles and goes, all right, well, it seems you all have stuff you need to do. Great job so far. Please be careful with everything you do. We have some work to do as well. So, he looks at like the mostly untouched stacks of pancakes, and he leans into you, Val, a little bit, and goes like, if you guys want to go have lunch elsewhere too, I know maybe the pancakes were not enough. There's a really good noodle place, like about 2 blocks, like back up, you know?
Surely someone's feeding pancakes to Ghost under the table. Surely.
I was actually I was looking up if pancakes were good for dogs.
I think they're
guess-
not great, but they're
yeah.
probably not terrible.
And I think
Yeah,
she's
they're fine.
she's actually pretty strict, I think, in terms about like food
His
intake and diet. So
nutrition.
she's probably not going to give Ghost any pancakes. I considered it, but
Oh,
Ghost eats barf food every night.
yeah,
Ghost
barf
eats
food.
barf food every night.
there's like
Raw.
chicken in the fridge, but it's like labeled Ghosts.
Aw. That's so
To be fair,
sweet.
our puppies eat barf food every day.
Val, meal press for Ghost every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
It's
love that.
full.
All right. So, with that, you guys have
Armor.
yeah. Do you want to go repair some armor?
Yeah, if we can do that real quick before we end, that way I don't forget about it next time.
Yeah.
Val will kind of lead over to Wyatt, and she'll ask, "Hey, that shopping list that they gave you yesterday, was there pancake mix on that shopping list?"
I didn't really look at it. I'll hand it
3
over to her
boxes.
though.
Yeah, if it's on there, let's just forget about that item.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick before you guys head out, because this is something that maybe you want to look at. Who is missing DR, AV, whose armor's corroded at all? Because I think like several of you should be missing some stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Cricket got hit at all. I think Cricket and Wyatt did not get hit at all, but everyone else, I think, got bumped at least.
Nora never took DR damage. She only took HP damage.
I need all my DR. There is a Earth-shaped imprint on part of her suit.
How much DR you got?
6.
Yes. Okay. So I guess me and Cricket can work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Should we
She'll
do
be
two separate
following
rolls?
her.
If you guys, make 2 separate rolls. If you're gonna spend an hour doing this.
Oh, sorry, it's 2 DR. I don't know why I said 6.
Oh, okay. Oh, that should be pretty easy. God damn it. I guess I'm doing the DR.
So that's 1 DR from Nora that she's repairing. Cricket, if you want to give me a make a craft or a crafting check with your intelligence.
Cricket has to deal with Nora like huffing and sighing and growling and screaming and throwing shit.
She will see very largely unaffected. Do not worry. The suit has a mute button inside. Oh no!
Something we all wish we had in real life. Oh my
Amazing.
So Cricket, you can roll crafting, and if you roll crafting, you can pick intelligence or strength, or you can roll mechacraft, and if you roll mechacraft, you can just do intelligence. Hey, that's 3. So you are repairing Nora's armor, right?
Yeah,
Right.
directly where it was gotten at.
So Nora's armor is no longer corroded, and someone gets 1 DR or AV back.
It would be Val because no one else is missing any, I think, right?
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Yoka's fine, I think.
Yeah, I just took HP damage all the way down to 1 HP. But it's
Now
fine.
I get a 2. I'm so mad. Alright, well that's 2 hours down the drain.
So by 2 p.m., if not like 3 p.m., you guys are done with armor repair. You can head to Hewitt's. I will say, you probably had a little bit of time to coordinate this. From what you know, Hewitt probably works for like a 12-hour shift. Because his job, a lot of it is just sitting there and scratching his balls until someone needs like to talk to him. So he's probably going to be there from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. So you guys have that entire section of time during which supposedly Duric was going to pull some of Hewitt's troops in case, you need to go talk to him, quote unquote.
Would you guys like to shop and upgrade weapons and armor first? Or do you want to just go for it?
I mean, it probably wouldn't take too long to go shopping.
Nah, a couple hours. Right?
Yeah.
If that.
An extra hour to install new mods.
Yeah, I feel like that would be useful. I think, especially if we did it before Hewitt, because that way, I could upgrade Spectre, which could be useful in case we need to use him against Hewitt.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. I think I would like to upgrade either my armor or my weapon. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I imagine that'll be next session.
Yeah. Man, you guys get so many little pins.
But we do need to sell stuff.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
I mean, it's probably good just to sell that, like, get rid of that stuff early so we're not just driving around the city with that stuff.
Yeah. Does anyone even want to keep it? Like,
there were a few things I wanted to keep. I need to look at the list again. Is it on our shopping list? Where is it?
Goozy, if you take the meat hook and put a chain on it, you can be Roadhog.
There you go. Perfect.
So
Where?
I'll be a junk rat.
I think there's a
Where's the
shopping
loot?
list and there's a loot thing. So
Yes, we do have a shopping list, so we can, people want to make their shopping list over the break.
yeah, where are you gonna go shopping first?
Oh man, I kind of. kind of want to go to the ordnance hall, but I don't know if we can afford stuff there.
I know Val will probably want to go to the other place, because I'm assuming that's the other place has stuff for like mech mods.
Yeah.
We can go to Keever's. I think we'll be able to sell the stuff easier there.
Could you do me a favor, Nora? Could you go to the map? Wait, huh?
Map?
Yeah, I want to see if this works. Hover over Turkey. Oh, nice. It
Oh,
works.
cool! You're gonna have notes. He goes to the sauna in the mornings. All right, yeah, he's coined. That's.
So it was the three dart guns that Val wanted to keep from the loot list.
Okay.
All right, so
The flesh
Keep in
eater
mind-
guns.
you guys can go to
Yes.
Keever's Yard first and then the Ordnance Hole, or vice versa if you'd like.
You wanted to keep 3 of those dart guns out of 4.
Yes, 3.
Okay.
Right. So, you guys pile up on your you guys pile up on the car. The door just opens and you drive out into the Ralinovi afternoon, ready to head either to Keever's Yard or the Ordnance Hall, do some upgrading before you go find this Mr. Hewitt that caused such a headache over the last day for Nora and all of you. And that's where we're going to wrap up.
Yay!